All right. It says I'm live. Let's check if I'm live. I gotta see what my audio look like. Audio, audio, audio. All right. Looks like my audio is working. Let's see here. All right. Got some news for people today. Today being Sunday. Welcome to another Sunday podcast. Uh, we're trying to keep you up to date what's going on with the news that you cannot lose. So, want to first off and say hello, everyone. If you're already in the audience and to the live, say what's up. Let's see. Turn this off. Does that interfere with me? Nope. Save battery. Alrighty. So, just to give you the rundown real quick, we got some Microsoft news. We got some chip making news. Maybe some Google news, Samsung streaming, possible new hearing devices, nostalgic cell phones, 5G technology improvements, and T-Mobile's kerfuffle. And somebody's already torn down. Look like they've already torn down a Snapdragon X Elite motherboard. Try to give you some insights on that. Some more information on the Snapdragon X. I know I've talked about it quite a bit, but this is kind of a big deal personally. I think that we're getting ready to see a large paradigm shift in self-driving cars. The technology and the back and forth between two major tech companies about the direction of self-driving. So that's a bit of the rundown of what I'm going to be talking about today. Let's start with this. Let's see here. Pull this up. All right, so Microsoft announced ARM-powered Surface laptops. So this past week, we had a Microsoft event. Welcome to the ARM world, Microsoft. Apple's already ahead. I'm kind of glad that we're finally moving into this direction. Me personally, I think that we're 4 years behind Apple right now. I'm a little upset about this because we could have already been here if it wasn't for Qualcomm. And Qualcomm dragging his feet has kept everybody else from being able to capitalize on this while they kind of get their duckies in a row. So Microsoft made a deal with Qualcomm a handful of years ago, and they were trying to figure out how to bring ARM to Windows, but it was very janky the last couple iterations. No Radio has informed me that they've been trying since 2010, probably even sooner, maybe. But let's just say that Qualcomm is the architect behind us not getting them as fast as we did. So, with that being said, now that we are in a ARM power future, what type of laptops are we going to start seeing? They're going to start looking pretty much the same as they've been, except a little bit more efficient. So some of the reports is coming out. Um, let's start with the pricing first before we get to the performance. So we're looking at a ARM equivalent to, like, let's say a MacBook Air or Mac Air style ARM chip on their platform. It's going to be like $999 for like the 13-inch. I think the what is it? The Apple equivalent. What is the Apple equivalent? Uh, I can't think of it. But the lower end, I think the Air models, the MacBook Air is roughly about that same price. So that puts them on par with performance, which is what a lot of people are saying, that it's performance wise and price wise are probably on par with, if not a little bit better than the Air, which is the low standard. They're achieving better battery life now because of ARM, of course. Let's see. The high end being like the 15-inch is $1,199, and they're releasing on June 18th. So right now we don't have any direct side by side performance numbers yet, but you know that they're just sitting on it right now. We probably going to start seeing them about a week before the release date, if not sooner. Somebody's going to break NDA. That's what I'm hoping for. That somebody's stupid enough to break their NDA early. But I'm eager to see what the performance is going to look like. Not so much as for the AI side. I don't think there's enough use cases for AI to seep in just yet, but just raw performance of video, gaming, and daily performance, like, rendering videos and video editing, audio editing. I want to see what those performances are going to start looking like for the amount of price that you want to pay for some of these laptops. And then, Microsoft obviously released their not only just laptops, but uh their Surface Books. So their Surface Books are gaining a bit of a leap forward. Also, Surface laptops, Surface Books, Surface Pros. So all Surface everything is going straight on, which I'm kind of glad to see that Windows is taking this seriously. I know that the reports came out saying that they were going to be doing a lot more hands-on with Qualcomm to get this off the ground. So on let's see, the Surface Books are going to come with configurations base of 16 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, which is very good. We're not going to get these 8 gigs and 4 gigs variants. The bare minimum 16 gigs. That means, applications can be developed for these bad boys with knowing that the ARM, the lowest tier, is not going to drop below 16 gigs. You don't have to worry about your operating system or your software having to try to conform to lower tier specs. So we're looking at what, storage up to 1 terabyte and 32 gigs of RAM. So from 16 to 32 gigs, which is good. 64, I think is probably going to be where you're going to have to pre-order it, but it's not like they can't add it on, because the way that they're doing it, which this is something I speculated on of what Qualcomm was going to end up doing, is they're going to have a lot more chips to have to yield out versus what Apple's done. And what Apple's done is put the RAM into the chip itself. So they would have to make multiple chipsets with different types of RAM already built in. What's up, No Radio?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
No,
What's up? What's up?
no radio, aka Aries in the building. What's going on?
Are you going? Are we going back to the? Are we
Shh,
going
shh,
back?
shh, shh, shh,
Are we?
shh. Calm down. You're too excited.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Is this a is this a reveal? Is it? Are we going? Are we dropping the no radio name? Yo, so hey, so no radio. Tell me now that Microsoft has officially announced these laptops,
They suck.
and oh Lord, come on, man.
Hey, Asus has got the best ones. It is what it is.
Look, Microsoft has to have their reference designs.
No
Okay,
one cares. Asus is
nobody.
killing them on this.
Look. I got a tear down for you
I seen it
in the.
already.
Uh
Man, you know I'm fast. You don't be playing these games with me like I'm one of these regular people, dog.
Look, man, I don't treat you like you regular. I never would do that. But no,
Asus
hey,
has
look,
already got them pegged on price and per features and everything. So here's the deal, man. The way I look at this is like just like they're saying in a lot of these articles, these Microsoft ones are basically MacBook Airs. The
yeah,
Asus is more like a Pro.
right.
But the problem is it's in the same price range. So they're killing them.
Dang.
They're
I
killing them,
mean,
dog.
we're
They got their
we're
ticket.
starting
And
off at $9.99 for
yeah,
like the
but that's with the
13
low
inch,
end chip. It's a low end chip. It doesn't have as many ports.
right?
I mean,
Look, with their innovative laptop esque like detachable keyboard design.
wait, you're confusing yourself. Surface laptop is not detachable. Only Surface is.
Yeah, the Surface. Yeah, but no,
Exactly. That's not the
they have
same
the
thing.
keyboard. They have the keyboard that detaches from the screen.
I
So
get that, but that's a separate product from the Surface laptop. Once again, the
true,
Surface has
true.
even less ports.
That's true.
so,
Probably only got one.
so I mean,
But
I can't get
well,
jiggy with
look,
the
I
Surface. And the
look,
only thing
man.
wrong with the laptop is the pricing. They got to bring the pricing down because the market is already getting competitive. It looks like to me, anyway.
Well, I think that we there's more to
Yeah,
come. So I mean, you got Dell
yeah. That
jumping in. You got Asus, Acer.
Dell's has even less ports than Microsoft's.
Oh God.
So they're out of here. It looks like Acer and Asus, the two A companies, are going to be the ones that are going to give us truly competitive products. That's what it's
Yeah.
looking like. Yeah.
It says here, I think like the 64 gig is gonna be on pre-order exclusive for now, but that's gonna be through Microsoft themselves. I don't know. Uh, when I know that you have been doing your research on which one you want,
Mm-hmm.
and let me pull this up for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Microsoft.
we're gonna dive into this one. Asus, is it Asus? It's Asus.
Yeah, the Asus is it VivoBook?
Yes. Hold on, I'm about to
OLED
pull it up now.
screen. You know, like the Surface laptop only has 3 ports on it. Look at it. And it comes with less storage than the Asus offering at the same price. So I mean,
So now, no radio. We had talked about before, like different performance gains and different things that was going to happen, and I speculated more than you did, but I wanted to find. They kind of end up doing what I thought they were going to end up doing, and went differently than what Apple did, which was Apple's approach was putting the RAM on the chip, where Qualcomm went and said, "Here's the memory controller, have at thee with as much RAM as you want to put." And that's what I kind of thought that they were going to end up doing, which is a lot easier to do, and you could churn out more yields a lot faster if you don't put the memory on chip. I know that you said that cache is king, but
this still doesn't change anything. You can't upgrade the RAM. It's the same
yes, they're they're,
problem.
they're
So
soldering it directly to the
it
motherboard.
doesn't change what you wanted, so it doesn't matter.
No, I mean, okay,
See, you didn't get what you wanted still, so it doesn't
I
matter.
still didn't get what I wanted, but it still leads to this though. There's hope. There's hope that this might end up happening.
Yeah, but it's going to be slower if they do it. That's the point. That's the reason why I said it doesn't really help. Basically, this is stuff that makes you feel better, but doesn't change performance. That's the one thing I gotta get people to stop doing. Is trying to feel. Y'all want to feel good all the time, even when it doesn't mean anything. Feeling good is
look, man. You
just
know,
let's be real. When it comes down to it, all of your regular needs for 99.99999% of the population will never, like, I'm not gonna say never, but won't realistically in the next 10 to 15 years matter beyond 16 gigs of RAM.
okay.
Everybody else that's going to 32 and 64 gigs RAM for regular people, it is an absolute waste of time. You do not get the gains that would justify the cost or the even the life difficulty of
which is why
gigs.
which is why the reference models are all like, you know, with the Surface, all the reference models stop at 16 gigs. There's no 4 gig or 8 gig variants.
But once again,
it's at 16.
2024 16 gig is just is let's put it like this, bro. 16 gigs in 2024 is the equivalent of 64 gigs in 2014.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
My point is that I know people that had 32 gig RAM in systems way back in 2010 and 2013. And even then, it only made most of them feel better. Didn't give them any tangible, true performance benefits in most of those scenarios. Which is why I don't harp on this whole need to expand constantly. It doesn't make sense for most people's needs. So
what's up, Archie Mobile?
Yeah, you're
hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Hold on. So Archie, let me pull up what he just said. Not sure what he just said. Yeah, 2 penguins are sitting on an iceberg. One jumps down and the other one yells no radio. That's good one. That's good. He said I just pulled it up on the screen. He said 2 penguins are standing on an iceberg. One jumps down and yells no radio.
I'm just telling the truth, man.
What's going on, Archie? How you doing?
And these are not gaming machines. So once again,
no, they're not. Now here's the thing: do you think that the one you're planning on getting could end up being a gaming machine?
No,
not full on. You don't have to be full on.
The benchmarks tell us that the answer is no. The graphics benchmarks tell us, and they're native already. So you can't say that it's a non-native issue. The benchmarks that we've already seen tell us that you can still get a gaming laptop around the same prices that will outperform them. So this first generation, no, it will not be used for gaming. Yeah, light gaming, but it ain't replacing discrete yet. Now, will that come in the near future? Probably.
There's numbers that show where it plays at in like close to the discrete graphic card side, but
yeah, but it's the lower end of it. It ain't replaced yet, and that's cool, right? But once again, with that being said, these are thin and lights.
Yeah,
half of these don't even come with a freaking HDMI port. The Asus does though. See,
that's true.
Another port missing from the Surface ones, but the Asus gave it. See, Asus is like a spirit animal apparently out here in these streets. They're giving me what a brother needs because I don't want to have 5 dongles to use my laptop.
No, radio. It's okay to be in the dongle life, man. It's okay.
No, that's more
Apple people live it all the time.
I prefer simplicity.
Look, man. Hey, I'm just saying, like, okay. So with this being like the first generation of
Asus
is this impressive for a first gen attempt?
The Asus is.
Of course, Asus is. Asus is throwing.
Asus is giving you 2 more inches of screen. See, and like I said, same price. See, they giving you HDMI port, SD card slot, headphone jack, USB-C ports, USB-A ports. I mean, what is
they're saying that they're saying better cooling solutions for the chip and an empty M.2 slot for expansion of your RAM. I mean, not RAM. I'm sorry, for memory.
But storage, not memory. So there's the funny thing about that, right? They're giving you more storage than the Microsoft base models at the same price. Ooh. Yet they also give you expansion. Like they doubling up, dog.
They're getting it.
They like, look, we're gonna give you double the storage from the rib And here's an expansion slot, homie.
Hey.
From the rip. They ain't
So
over there, they Asus, man.
it don't look like they're playing.
Microsoft gonna have to drop these prices.
Hey, look, I think they're probably going to drop the prices as soon as right after they launch, because Asus is going to grab everything from everybody.
But they're not though. That's the problem. Just like any other era in computers, people will buy whatever they're familiar with, regardless, because they don't have technical knowledge to think about every possible thing. Now, don't get me wrong. The guy who's literally just going to throw this in a backpack and walk around, yeah, he doesn't care about an HDMI port. But my argument for him would be it's the same price, more features. True. That's that simple.
Yeah.
So saying you don't care is kind of crazy, because you're basically giving them free money for stuff that you could have got included in another product.
That's true. So I mean, look, just being able to get an extra M.2 slot is big as it is, and then better cooling solutions.
Yeah.
So they're adding more heat pipe to the to their laptops, which I mean just makes sense. I mean, the longer you can run at full tilt, the better.
And if I'm not mistaken, they have more nits too on the screen.
I believe it.
Let me go back and double check.
It was Dell is doing the Apple thing, which is what I thought it's not an Apple exclusive thing. Come to find out, I think Huawei products were doing this also, which is that double LED screen or double OLED screens. So Huawei did it before. A lot of other manufacturers were doing it, and then I guess Apple picked up on it, started doing it themselves, because they're probably getting their screens from them people, or the recipe for how to do screens from them.
Man, check this out. If you do the see, this is another thing. See, oh my God, when will these companies learn? When will they learn? I'll never look. If you go to Microsoft's website and you do the help me choose option, let's play the game. Y'all ready to play the game with me now? Let's go. Let's play the game. We'll play Microsoft's little dumb game that they like to do. I call this the guy that works at Walmart don't know what he's talking about game.
Okay.
This is what they've modeled this website after. For the person who's not technically inclined, you come here and you go to the help me choose, because I don't know anything about computers. So you click that button and it's like, how you going to use it? So what would you say the majority of the people who are wanting to buy this thing are going to use it for? I didn't say could buy. I said want to buy, meaning they already know about these products.
Yeah, I would say just portable access to the web.
You got to pick one of these options, Keon.
Hold on
the screen. You got to pick one of the choices Microsoft gives you.
Let me pull this up.
And I remember I said the majority of people that want to buy it, not the people who don't even know this exists yet.
Let's see, surf and connect, entertainment, get things done, creative, top performance. It's going to be more surf and connect.
First of all, there is no Surf and Connect person that even knows this product exists, sir. See my point I'm trying to make?
All right, so
they don't even know this product exists. They don't even know this
if you're in the creator side,
let's just be real. The only people who know this exists is these top three over here. Get things done, creative, and top performance. They're the only ones that know about these.
Not nobody for entertainment.
These other two categories don't even know this is coming till like 6 months from now. They don't even know about it.
Oh, they're gonna get bombarded with ads.
Let's just be real. They don't even know that these products exist. Those people who need it for those needs. Because hell, a Chromebook can do these two tasks.
That's a low blow, though, radio. Low blow,
right, so we'll start with
above the belt, sir. Above the belt.
All right. So okay, I'll tell you what, we'll play the game. We'll do two categories because it lets you pick more than one. Let's do the Surf and Connect guy and the get things done guy. Look, and that's me being nice. All right. Does it not need to be portable or portable around the house or on the go, or very lightweight and connected?
It's gonna be portable around the house and on the go.
All righty. All right, what size screen does this person want? They want 13 or they want 15?
If we're gonna use Brandon as our test bed, it's gonna have to be a bigger screen.
All right, I need a larger screen. All right. Features that are important to this customer that we're drawing in our brain. I guess you're saying Brandon is the customer.
Brandon's the customer.
So what does Brandon want? Does he want connections and ports? Does he want an OLED display? Does he want
OLED display is obvious.
All right.
OLED display is obvious.
Does he care about GPU performance?
No.
I don't think
storage.
Storage. Okay.
You can only pick two.
Hey, I only did two in the other category.
That's
so it
true.
immediately takes this person to it ignores that you wanted a bigger screen.
That.
And it upgraded you only slightly. So it gave you $1,499. And I'm here to tell you that this customer you just made is a fake customer. They don't exist.
Yes, they do.
Let me show you who the real person is who is actually waiting for these to drop. Because the person you describe is not waiting for these to drop. They could care less.
Oh, no, it's got to be top performance.
The truth is, it's going to be, I ain't even going to say top performance. I'm going to say it's going to be creating. Because remember, this is the Windows side of the MacBook audience. So we're going to do creating, portable around the house. We agree on that one. They want a larger screen. All right. What one of these do they care about?
If you're creating, you're going to want pen, drawing, and connections.
Look, see how now it all of a sudden gives you even more questions?
Let's see. If you want connections, it's going to have to be Thunderbolt 4 because you got to offload those photos and stuff and connect to network. Removable keyboard is not. I don't know if removable keyboard is going to be it.
USB-A ports or not?
No.
They don't need them. Okay.
No,
they don't need any of their hardware. All right. Look how far you jump in price.
Oh, good God! Good God!
How much did we really change from the first option? We barely changed it. No, the price did.
The price did, but I'm gonna tell you. I don't think
why we got screwed. That much. You ready to know why we got screwed? The same thing we were talking about 2 seconds ago. The RAM is where they're hitting you over the head. They didn't really give you anything else. And guess what they did? They didn't even push you to one of those ARM computers. They pushed you to an Intel computer. Microsoft's own website that you click on the new services for pushes you to Intel as soon as you say that you want. Because you know why? Because they want to make money off you. When the reality is, you just said a while ago, these things should be performing similar to an RTX GPU. Look how they kicked you off of it immediately.
They
don't even believe in the damn product.
They said nah.
They don't even believe in their own product, sir.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna end up being, let's say you're gonna get an Air,
but if you feel those, you're gonna get a MacBook Air. MacBook Air, it ain't gonna tell you need a discrete GPU to do it, is it? And we've already seen that you can beat the discrete GPUs. We've seen it already. It can beat them already. That's my point. Either these things suck, or these companies are going to purposely handicap and price these things in such a way that they can push you out of them.
Oh, dagger.
I got a feeling I'm not going to be happy with the performance of these when they drop out. That's all I'm saying.
Dang, man.
Even Microsoft is telling you to go buy a freaking 4060.
But okay. So
because it just happens to be, $1,000 plus more.
I mean, you don't want to look. I told you, like we're in this weird lull of where you still want to profit from the old that you already have.
But this is the problem. And this is the reason why Microsoft is not going to be able to compete. They can't get out of their own way. Pull the Band-Aid off. Why, as soon as I tell you I want to create, you tell me I need 64 gigs of RAM and a 4060?
No, you're right.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong is all I'm saying. Guess what Asus didn't do? They don't even give you the option to let us help you pick. You know why? Because they're not a brand that regular people would even recognize. Only nerds would show up. So they don't waste their time insulting your intelligence by having you do some category.
When you play when you start playing the I gotta have 14 different SKUs, that just dilutes your product line even more. You might as well just say, hey, look, you know what? This is what we got. Have a good day.
You just described Microsoft.
Yeah.
They got the same problem as Google. They want to create a bunch of products, but they don't even really push their own stuff properly.
That's true. But the thing is you're trying to find I feel like Apple has done it a lot better, even though they've gone into the whole multiple different SKUs. That that MacBook Air quote unquote Air style laptops, they pretty much know what the style of person is going to do. They're going to remember when that option that says, "Are you just going to be like connect and on connect? Was it connected to the web?" That's pretty much 99% of all
But
Apple users
my
is
first
going to be
question is
just connected to the web.
why is that even a category anymore? Everything has Wi-Fi. They acting like they don't give you Wi-Fi. You don't say you're gonna use connection. Come on, now.
Hey, look,
it's because it's designed for stupid people. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
oh,
This is why you can't. It's the
Stop
truth.
calling
It's
them
designed.
stupid.
It's designed for stupid people. If you feel like a stupid person, that's your problem, not mine. I'm not saying you. I'm saying the person out there. Like really, they designed this stuff to trap people. This is the reason why even you think you need all that daggone RAM. You've been lied to. That's the point I'm trying to make. The same thing applies to home internet speeds. You got people out there that literally only make FaceTime calls thinking they need to gig up.
Oh no.
That's my point, though. It's the same argument. These companies try to take advantage of people's lack of knowledge, and that's why we got all this confusion. This is what's been wrong with the whole PC market in the first place. This is why Apple can come in and just slap everybody around, because they don't do all that extra crap. They just say, here's the products. Here's the features of the products. People just go, it's Apple. It don't really, if I get the bigger one, it only performs a little bit different, but overall, I'm still going to do everything I want to do. That's how they look at it. Want to look at Windows, they're like, how much RAM can I get? Money RAM. Oh, I'm dying. I need RAM.
But you know what?
I got these cheeseburgers. You got some RAM. You get that's the woods you end up in. Is the point I'm trying to make. It's
you know what? But here's the thing. Nobody else. Here's the problem. Like take the fact that they're soldering on the RAM, right?
This is why servers never sold. This is why.
Oh, but hey, they keep pushing it though.
Don't matter.
You're stupid. You're stupid. No. Hey, look. Here's the crazy thing. That's the reason why they got to the place where they're soldering memory, onto the they're soldering the RAM onto the board, because they know that they semi know that all you really need is 16 gigs. But they gotta have that option for people that you can scare them into having to go up on the RAM. Go, hey, that 16 gig might not be enough.
But
don't
guess
you
what else
want
they know?
That 32?
They know that RAM doesn't sell anymore.
Hey man, it's about creating FOMO.
Think about it. You used to be able to go in almost any major store and buy RAM. Go try to buy some RAM right now at my local Walmart. They don't have it.
You can't. No, I had just to upgrade my wife's laptop. We had to go get it online.
Yeah, because that's what nobody was stocking it, right?
Right.
Even not even Best Buy. They have some RAM, but they may not have what you need. You know why? Because the market is dead. Most people are buying computers as long as it's as long as it's got 8 gigs on a lot of these things. You don't really need more. Everything after that becomes superficial at some point. And look, Apple proved that as well with the iPhones. Apple was always putting less RAM in the iPhones, yet outrunning all the Qualcomm phones with 12 gigs of RAM. Look, this year you got 8. This year you got 10. This year you got 20. And it's like Apple still only got 6. And they whooping our tail. It's because it's a software problem. It ain't nothing wrong with you. You don't need more RAM. You need better software.
But then the way that they got you was for storage. So they made people storage envy. They go, but don't you need that 2 terabyte one? Don't you need that 3 terabyte one? That's what they got people on. They didn't try to upgrade you on the RAM, which, having to support different RAM types is what messes up your operating system too. Because the fact that the floor for these X Elite chips is 16, that means that developers know that they don't have to worry about 4 and 8 gig RAM options. They just can start from 16 and be like, hey, I'm gonna develop my program at the 16 gig one, and we can go up from there, which is a whole lot better. I think that's a very good move, not to go all the way down into the gutter with the RAM, but this is gonna be fun. Let's see. What else do we have about it? So let me see if I can pull this up. Let's pull this up. All right, so Notebook Check has done some performance analysis of the Microsoft build.
Oh snap!
Copilot.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like AI
Oh
is taking
man,
center stage. Uh-oh, are you home? Did you just get home?
I've been home. I was just far from the mic. I was just trying to be extra sexy for the ladies out there.
Oh no.
I just want to say hello to all the ladies out there in radio land. It is tonight. I'm doing a special evening. It's going to be called A Little Bit of Radio.
Lo- you stupid, yo. No,
Yes, sir.
so
I definitely am, sir.
you definitely are. Let's see.
I'm ready for this. Waiting for this article here where we see where this performance falls at.
Right here. So they're using Blender Classroom Benchmark.
So, do you not find it interesting that there is only one GPU? I mean, only one processor technically up there that is integrated, other than the
The AMD.
Well,
The
not saying
AMD.
that. What I'm saying that's beating it. No, no, no. Well, yeah, no, that's the actual GPU. Look at 36, 2x Xenon.
Oh, that's the RX.
That's
RX.
No, the RX is actually a GPU. I'm talking about CPU. Remember, the reason why this is dumb.
Oh, the
But
Xenon. The
it's smart. The
Xenon.
Xenon is outperforming it. Now,
Yeah.
if and that's not a GPU, that's actually a APU technically, because
Uh-huh.
apparently it has integrated graphics. So this is better than a 9.9, better than a Intel 7 Ultra. That's great. But I just find it interesting. Remember how I told you how the GPU would always fall short?
Yes.
It actually is doing probably better than I thought it would, which takes me back to my point earlier. Why, as soon as you tell them you need to create, does even Microsoft push you to dedicated graphics? And
Because
they
the
push you
graphics
to a
cards is
4060. Why? Where's the 4060 on this list? Why don't we have it here for comparison? If that was the chip that supposedly said, "Hey, this is where you got to go if you want to edit," but then we look at these scores, and we're what 10% behind a 3080.
yeah.
Well, 10% behind the
I
worst
mean,
3080 because there's
I
two
mean
3080s on this list.
the four. If it was a 4060, that puts it in between the 4090 and the 3090, doesn't it?
Well, no, a 3090 and a 3080 are better than a 4060.
Oh,
Remember, the GPUs don't automatically become better than their predecessor. So, a 4060 is still going to be worse than a 3090. They don't make generational jumps that big.
okay.
So I'll give you an example, right? When the 1660s came out, okay,
Yeah.
before that it was the 10 series, so they jumped from 10 to 16 instead of going to 11, right? But a 1660, even though it's a newer generation, is not technically not as good as a 1080.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
like a downgraded 1080. Basically, it's like in a weird zone. So a 4060 is probably more like a 3070 or a 3080 than a 3090. Not better. Definitely not better though. 3090 will still wipe the floor probably with a 4060 all day.
Mm,
Which is why I'm
I
finding
got
it
it.
interesting that they didn't give you the only GPU they gave you close to it is a RX 3800. So we have to find out what is equivalent to an RX 3800. So let's find out.
All right.
Because I gotta know. Why didn't they give us a NVIDIA that's comparable to an RX 38? So this is what's crazy.
That's probably going to be a 20. It's going to probably be a 20 series.
I don't know. I want to find out though. I just find it interesting some of this stuff. Are they just grabbing what they have on the shelf to test, or they being strategic about what they pick? Because it doesn't.
I think they're being strategic. I think this is more strategic.
That's not good. Let's see.
Because you know that putting out certain numbers can make nerds jump too. And I think that you don't want them to jump. Sometimes you don't want a certain segment to jump yet either.
So A 6800 is going to be more like a 3070. Why didn't they give us a 3070 here?
See?
That's why you see such a big gap.
Because it will put it too close to the performance of it. Will put it too close.
But my point is, a good chart would have an AMD chip and an NVIDIA chip that is similar.
Mm-hmm.
What else is in the same performance range as a 6800? Are you ready?
Well,
a 4060, just like I thought. Remember, I told you a 4060 wouldn't be better than 30. A 4060 is about the same as a 3070. It's just a newer generation. So the fair comparison would have been them to show you. So what GPU did Microsoft tell us we needed earlier since we wanted to create?
It was a 4060.
It's the same performance.
Dang.
Why would they? See, I'm talking about, bro. They just told you, you got to spend $1,000 more because you want to create, but it's the same freaking performance, dude. That's my point.
They want to go ahead. Look, hey, I've always said it that when you have something that disrupts as much as ARM is doing now, older products or older legacy products down that line, they're gonna want to get their money's worth out of this. And they're not gonna
get rid of their extra stock.
That's what they're doing.
Hey guys, don't buy the Surface products. No one, don't buy them. Just don't do it. Let Microsoft wallow in their freaking pity because they had the nerve to tell you had to spend an extra $1,000 if you want to create
something
that performs that on benchmark is the same, roughly.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what would have made more sense is to just give you the RAM upgrade and not push the 4060 because guess what? They're sharing the RAM, the GPU sharing that RAM.
Oh,
how about give the GPU more RAM? Which is my next question. Since you have this up here, what RAM version was this?
Oh, let's see.
I really need to know. I got to know. You might have to scroll up higher, dog.
I might have.
They telling you the configuration?
Not that when I read this, I didn't see the configuration.
Yeah, I find that interesting that they don't just throw it out there. Oh, we're testing with one that's a 64 gig model or 16 gig model. That's my next.
You know what? They were playing that game also before they revealed all this stuff.
They keep playing these games with us, bro. Man, I don't see anything. I read fast. There's nothing. Keep rolling. I'll be reading.
Look, I'm skimming. You ready?
I done read the whole page. Yeah, they don't even tell us.
Yeah, they don't say. They say nothing about it.
That matters. We need to know: is this a 16 gig model? Is this a 32 gig model? What is it?
See, they need to empty their coffers of what's already. Look. There's an article that popped up now. I guess the hype train has hit NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is like, hold my beer.
Yeah. So this is the same game we played with the Apple chips. When they dropped, a lot of people were doing these benchmarks and they were like, well, wait a minute, is the cooling giving you more performance or is the upgraded RAM giving you more performance? And what did we find? The cooling gave us more performance than the upgraded RAM. So people were upgrading the RAM when better cooling would have been better.
Right.
So these things matter. And this list you're showing me, I got several companies I need to get their stuff together and get on this list. I need Avid to get on this list. Also formerly known as Digit Designs. I also need Propellerhead Software to get on this list.
I use Cameo. I use this one.
Yeah, I need Waves to get on this list as well.
I use this because I'm doing. I have an iPhone now, and it works better with this. iPhones work better with this on my Windows laptops.
Those are run on potatoes.
Yeah, well, there's more options. There's more.
A lot of this. What I'm saying is a lot of this software is potato level software. This isn't impressive.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, these ain't things that you. Wow, Netflix runs. Oh wow, my God, it's so.
Hey, that's the gold standard, sir.
Nobody downloads the Netflix app, Keon.
Only on your phone.
Exactly my point.
Look, I know I don't. I watch it through the web browser.
I'm gonna play this game with you. Look at this list again and tell me all these didn't already have ARM versions.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
That's my point. Half of these already had ARM versions. These are not. This ain't nothing special. They just probably changed a few lines of code.
maybe
one of
this
these brands.
side.
No, Symantec has been on phones forever. McAfee been on phones forever. A-Trend. These are all companies that already had and on versions
VPNs.
of all their software. So did Surfshark and all the rest of them. They have barely made changes to make this work. That's
The
why
benchmarks are finally moving over.
But they've been over. How do you think we've been getting benchmarks last year, sir?
That's true.
And the benchmark, if you didn't notice, the benchmarks didn't change. So it ain't like they wrote a new software and the benchmarks got better.
VMware.
Yeah, these are who released this article again? I pray this isn't Microsoft. This is a third party that's showing up.
No, this is Notebook Check.
Yeah. So according to Microsoft, they said there's 75 vendors that have already made native versions, and they said it was 256 getting ready, something like that.
Ooh,
I hope that's actually true.
I think that it is true. I think that they're the way that you end up wooing everybody over is you got to have something that goes, oh no, like there's had to be a oh no moment, and I think that because we're seeing these benchmarks here, I think that somebody has already gone from the 4090 all the way down to the 2090 series, and this thing is blowing probably a 2090 out the water. But that's why we're not showing it.
Because we got to play the same game again, Keon. A 2090 is not worse than a 4060.
Well, my apologies. I'm talking about. I'm just saying.
Example. If you think 990 when it was out, 980s, 990s, no 1080s. There was no 1090s when I remember. 1080s, things like this. These are not like massively different than their upgrades. Okay. So when you get to that lower tier, like the 4060, the 4060 is probably only improving like 5 to 10% per generation.
Right.
So it was already 25% behind the 90 of its generation.
So look at it.
So basically, it takes like 4 generations for a 4060 to be equivalent to the old 90. Is what I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah, they're not jumping that far. Yeah. So like the 90 chips are jumping to 30-40%, but the 60s are jumping 5%.
But look, but what I'm saying is I'm talking about like there's got to be something that we're not able to see yet that's making over 250 vendors decide that ARM is now better.
They have no choice. Because let's just be real, right? It ain't even the performance is cool. But performance is not the biggest reason for this push. It is battery life, without a doubt.
Yeah, true.
Battery life is the biggest push for this. Not to mention, we live in a climate where the government is trying to push everybody to be more eco-friendly.
Right.
Every company has incentive to try to get on some list where they can say, look, we contributed to energy savings. So, of course, they're getting on the boat. The problem is companies like Microsoft were too scared to just jump off the boat and jump on their own new boat. They were too scared. They need to just do it, just like Apple did. Apple said, we don't care who we make mad, we're jumping off the boat. And they've done it twice.
Enjoy Rosetta a bit.
Yeah, they did it when they ditched Rosetta the first time, when they went to Mountain Lion. And I was a victim of that change. I went and bought a brand new computer and couldn't use any of my software. None. Because there were no native versions yet for Intel.
Well,
so I've seen this happen before. And I'm just praying that Microsoft is smart enough, which is why I think they really pushed this out. I think the chips have been ready. The chips were probably ready last year, but they're pushing this out because they're waiting on the developers because they can't risk having a big D-Day where all of a sudden a bunch of people take risk on buying these and can't use their software and they return in horse and return the product.
Right. So all these stories that Microsoft was working hand in hand with Qualcomm was just to reassure developers that hey, the support is there. Support is there.
They're gonna have
support is there
because there's people like me that have software that costs more than these computers.
Right.
That's the thing. There's people out there that have $12,000 pieces of software that need to work on these. If they can.
But if you're walking around with $12,000 of software, are you really walking around? You want to walk around with this on a laptop?
I mean, that's why they can steal it.
Oh well, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just being real.
You want something to be all day battery life.
Look up Waves Mercury bundle. Look up Waves Mercury bundle. $12,000. That's and I can go ahead and tell you, any professional musician who's serious about his business at least owns the Waves Mercury bundle. and has owned it for a very long time. Before these new guys are buying like plugins by the piece, but back in the day, it was like, hey, go ahead and get the Waves Mercury bundle, because what's going to happen is someone else will show up to your studio, and they want to open their session on your computer, and you're missing half the plugins they need. But if we both got the bundle, we know the plugins are there. So it's that's what I'm talking about. There's people walking around with $12,000 worth of software plugins. Which has come down in price now, but a lot of these people bought it back in the day. You can get the Waves Mercury bundle now for about $2,400.
So basically, what they're doing now is not only did they time gate it, but they're product gating it also. So just focus on the lower end, and then the higher end will just migrate it. The higher end stuff is going to come.
Here you go, Kia. If the price is way cheaper than it was back in the day when I got in the game.
How much is that cost?
Still $2,400 for software, sir.
Ooh.
That's my point. The guy who's paying for this software doesn't need a laptop that he can't use it on.
What, Nelly? Man, that is a laptop.
That's my point. That's my point.
Man.
And it probably took about, I think I'm gonna say it took like 6 months after Mountain Lion before people could get back to normal. It took 6 months. But look how long it took after Apple did it again. Look how long it took. It took no time because they did it right. They learned from the first time they jumped the ship. When they jumped off the PowerPC ship, they learned their lesson.
They jumped the shark too early.
I'm hoping that Microsoft, I hope that at least their emulation is as good as Rosetta, because at least then it'll bridge the gap while we wait for the native.
That's gonna be the next thing, and I'm hoping that somebody decides to break their NDA early. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, we ain't got long now, though. We got what, the 16th?
Which means about 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
2 more weeks before they actually start showing, and then everyday people will start getting their hands on.
See,
it'll be a month later.
I think if these products perform at least 70% as good as they're making them sound, they'll be a success. But the key to that success is going to be for people like MKBHD to get theirs early and then show them off to us, which is going to make us want them even more by launch day. But if they make them, we can't even drop the reviews until launch day. Nah, that's too far.
No. You
go ahead and put it in their hands and have people in there like, yeah, I got it.
You need the hype train to keep going. Like I just said, you can't have the hype train stop on launch day. I'm sorry.
There needs to be a line at Best Buy. Okay.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff happens when Apple drops.
That's true. I mean, especially now, what is it? They'll announce a product and be like, hey, look, it'll be available in 2 weeks, and then the reviews come right after the reviews pop up right after the announcement, which means they've perfected the hype train. But you know what? I find that kind of weird.
Right? They're too dumb to actually play the hype game. But we live in a generation, an era of hype.
Look, we live in a generation of FOMO.
What's FOMO?
People are fear of missing out, man. Well, look, you know what? Now here's the thing, though, radio. So this next article ties into all this that we're saying. So we're gonna start off with the speculation of this: is if these chips start doing as well as we predict they're going to be, okay, then this next article is going to show why they thought this in the first place. So let's pull this up. So the U.S. offers TSMC up to $6.6 billion for Arizona factories as Biden pushes for chip security. So moving chip production back over to America, right? With all these improvements that we're possibly going to be seeing, that's going to be kind of big.
What's funny is Americans don't even have the skill sets to work those jobs. So you're just going to get a bunch of Chinese people moving here to do the same thing they were doing overseas.
Hey, but it's here though. It's here. Baby steps, man. Baby steps. That's what we got to do first. We got to get them here first. So the Taiwanese company basically is getting loans to build their chip foundries here. Now here's the thing, though, radio. with TMC expanding, guess who loses in this?
Who loses?
Samsung.
Love you too, wife. She been on the live now. She don't even know it. All right.
Hey, look, Samsung loses.
Hey, they were destined to lose anyway, man. They chip manufacturing trash. Yeah,
hey, I'm just saying that TMC is getting a lot of the Apple chipsets, and they're getting Qualcomm chipsets. So
my question to you, TMC is all well. I think I was hearing 2 years ago they were moving to Arizona and Texas.
Yeah, it was.
Well, they were opening, not moving necessarily, but opening manufacturing facilities.
Yeah,
in Texas area.
I mean, I know. I remember seeing. What was it? It was underneath the previous administration. They were trying to get Foxconn, but I think that was upper Northwest, upper Midwest.
I mean,
was it
right there in
Wisconsin?
Detroit? Put them in Detroit. That's where they need them.
Yeah, but
places that need the jobs. Detroit, South Carolina needs help.
Yeah. Yes. Oh Lord. Yes.
There's Mississippi definitely needs the help. We have plenty of places where they need to spread this around.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a very big opportunity. We're talking about the next possible. I mean, I gotta temper my expectations. A new possible chip run, and the United States is pushing to get into the chip business.
And it's pouring rain where I'm at. Jesus.
Ooh, I could hear it. So, I'm curious to actually start seeing these investments that are possibly going to end up you doing.
You hear that?
Did God just open up and drop a bucket of water on you?
Yeah, God opened up the floodgates. I had to turn the mic sensitivity down.
Good God.
I
heard it just a few minutes ago, but I don't hear anything now.
No,
I don't hear it.
I had to turn everything down.
Oof.
That cardioid will pick it up, man.
There, I could faintly hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he throwing buckets at you right now, sir. So all this is thanks to the CHIP Act passed in 2022. So regardless of how you might feel about in the current administration, they're trying to bring chip making back to America. So I think that's a good thing, regardless of the administration. Manufacturing back in America is a good thing. So here's where
it is till people see them prices. Hey, I mean, you can't win without losing. Just want everybody to remember that.
I mean, hey, look, Samsung. Here you go. Samsung's the one that look like it's going to be losing because Qualcomm is not their top 5 revenue sources anymore.
I'm about to start unplugging stuff like my grandma used to do.
Oh no! I would say switch to your cell phone, but you might lose power.
I can actually use my audio interface with my phone.
Oh,
but I can't use the compressor and preamp with it. Without power anyway.
That's true. So right here it says Qualcomm was considered one of Samsung's top 5 resources since 2021, and now Qualcomm is moving over to TSMC. Let's see. Samsung reported on May 16, and people noticed that. Let's see. There's Apple, Deutsche Telekom, Hong Kong Telenautics, Supreme Electronics, and Verizon are the top 5 contributors to the company's revenue. And they accounted for 13% of the total. But I mean, Qualcomm, that's crazy that Qualcomm was missing. But
sound effects today.
I see. Man, you could listen to your news and you can listen to your tech news and you can get some sleep at the same time.
It's on this loud because I'm in my building. If I was in the house, you wouldn't even know it's raining. I'll be in the house, don't even know it's thundering outside. Like, it's thundering? Oh, shit.
Really?
That brick be killing it. But the little wood building, though.
The brick damping sound. But here's the thing. Samsung is trying to woo back Qualcomm with their 2 nanometer technology set up.
Ain't that bad?
He's stupid.
Oh, no, poor baby. Maybe you should have made some of them Exynos is actually good.
That's true.
How about that?
Hey, look, I guess that you need them more than they needed you. Let's see. All right, Mr. No Radio. How do you like bundles?
Don't care for them too much.
What? We live a bundle lifestyle, sir.
I don't have a bundle.
We live in the bundle lifestyle. Everybody wants their bundles.
Nothing in my life.
Man. Hold on, let me pause this ad before they think that the ad is mine. All right, so Comcast reveals price for Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV Plus streaming bundle. Which I wanted to show people this one because I feel like having multiple options is not what it seems. Because Peacock is the only one they're offering like full like premium access to, but Netflix they're offering the commercials. Let me see if I can blow this up.
The rain's getting worse, man.
Yo, be careful, man.
Careful what?
All of a sudden, there'll be a wave knocking at your door.
Nah, I'm on a hill. I'm literally on a 4-acre hill right now. The water ain't coming in here.
Oh. That's what they said. That's what Moses said. They said to Moses, I live on a hill.
It's legit like a freaking 38-degree hill to 40-degree hill. Ain't no water coming in here.
So Comcast on Tuesday announced the new streaming bundle package of Peacock service along with Netflix and Apple TV will cost Xfinity Internet and TV customers $15 a month. So 3 services for $15 a month.
With no commercials?
No. Netflix's commercials and whatever Apple TV's offering is, which is so at best. There's nothing that's on Apple TV that's gonna right now that's making me go, man, I really need that Apple TV.
And here's the thing, like they may even have something great on there, but no one knows because nobody cares. That's the problem.
Dang, the only one that was actually pretty good was Jon Stewart, and they keep come off.
If Apple keeps this up, they're gonna have to sell all their shows to Netflix or Amazon or somebody else.
No. Reskin Netflix's Apple TV.
Here you go.
It just be a reskin.
Here you go with your shit.
Hey, I'm just saying that makes sense.
I hear you, big dog.
So $15 a month individually. You're looking at $9.99 for the standard subscription with ads, $6.99 a month with the Peacock Premium, and then Peacock Premium is $5.99. Apple TV costs the most. That's weird.
It's the only
Apple
one without
TV is
commercials.
at $9.99.
It's the only one without commercials.
Dang.
This segment has been brought to you by No Radio's Sounds of Nature, Thunder and Lightning Edition 1. Please contact me at r22acidpro5.0@gmail.com if you'd like a live recording of this thunderstorm.
Hey, monetization. Hey, you can make a lot of money on the streaming services if you just record rain.
I know.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna turn my other
Hey, look,
mic
look.
on, record the sounds outside.
Oh man, sounds of nature.
Rain on a Sunday
Jeez.
afternoon. That's what I call it.
I mean, it could sound like a Monday though.
Oh man, you want to talk about crazy stuff on services? Did you see the latest episode of Curtis King?
No, I did not. I
Oh,
did not.
he talked about there is an artist that just happens to be in the same country that Spotify is, that
Yes.
literally has like something billion streams, right?
What?
And then they started talking about how some guy said that when they went on Spotify, they found the exact same song, but it was on there under like 10 different artists, same song. And come to find out, all the songs were AI generated. And Spotify owns the rights to them. And Spotify was forcing this song under these different names onto playlists so it would get automatic plays, just so they could pay themselves for the streaming numbers.
Oh wow.
So yes. Yes.
Wow.
And apparently this guy who just happens to be in the same country as them has more streams than anyone in history on the earth. And he has them under like 200 different artist names. Now you tell me how one man made songs under 200 different names. He didn't. Spotify is literally paying musicians to go into studios and make fake artist names, make records, and then they're forcing them onto playlists so they automatically get plays. They collect the revenue as well from that.
That sounds like Charlie Ergen.
Bro, it sounds to me like a lawsuit. That's what it sounds like to me. They're getting exposed for this right now.
Oh my God. How come that didn't show up on the news?
Hey, it's probably about to now because the dude that Curtis King was watching talk about this interview was recent. This guy was like, no, we studied it. We went in and we found the same song under 10 artists. And every time we try to trace it back, Spotify owns it. So they're literally making fake accounts on their own stuff, uploading music, and then putting it on playlists that no one wants it on. No one even knows these artists exist. So they're just hoping that when you hit the playlist, you'll let it play and they get the stream for it. But then they stick it on every playlist, basically.
But Maria, here's the thing. Think about it. The record companies already gamed their system. They basically just said we was going to game our own system.
That's the point, though. The record companies are going to be the maddest about this. Because remember what I told you a while back, how what Spotify is doing, they don't even pay you for all your streams. They look at the top generators and they automatically give them a percentage even of other people's streams. So artists like Taylor Swift and Drake, they get paid from your streams.
Oh no.
Because they're considered like the highest traffic on the site. So they sign deals where they get paid on the total performance of Spotify. So what do you think happens when Spotify sticks fake artists in there? They're taking some of the money back by pulling streams to their fake artists.
Right.
See, so now they're even cheating out the people they signed the deals
with.
Lord. You see? Because
that might be a mass. That could be a mass exodus of artists.
Yeah.
Like,
so
you can have.
They said that one guy has over 1 billion something streams, dude. He's the only one on Spotify that has that.
You managed to jump past Drake? How you do that?
He jumped past Michael Jackson, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my point.
Michael wasn't even alive when Spotify came out.
But Michael's still being streamed. That's my point. If you look at the total streaming numbers, that fake artist has more streams than Michael Jackson, and no one even knows who this guy is because he doesn't exist. It's an AI.
But you know what? Here's the thing. That comes back around to that relationship that Spotify had already had with the labels, because they basically told them that they can't be a label themselves.
But they're doing it
like
anyway.
They can't have artists that sign directly to them, so they might as well just produce their own, but underneath fake accounts and hope that they can get the money that way. It was always the money grab.
Do that too?
They probably are. They probably are. Yeah, this is probably happening for real.
I'm not gonna say they're not. I would go as far as say
worse. Spotify will not pay people royalties because they'll say, "Oh, our AI detected that you used bots to get plays." Meanwhile, they're using bots to play their own stuff.
To get their plays.
Yeah, that's my point.
Oh, there's a lawsuit coming. That is a lawsuit.
It is about to get ugly, sir.
Yo,
Oh,
this is
yes.
the death nail. If we thought that that Spotify was going to die anytime soon, this is the nail that puts it in the coffin. There is a lawsuit
I don't
coming.
think Spotify will die.
Bro, that is.
I'm just telling you, if
But
this is proven true, the name might survive, not the company, though. Somebody might buy the rights to the name, but the company as it exists, if they've committed this is serious fraud.
Already,
Very
but let's be realistic. Who has a better chance of dying, Pandora or Spotify?
Okay,
Spotify.
This is what you don't understand. It ain't about death of the company, like the brand that you're talking about. Look at what happened if you look at a company like oh God,
Dieselgate with was it Volkswagen?
Yeah, Volkswagen still exists as a company, but they lost the entire American market that they had a strong stranglehold on. They had high sales.
They used to be the diesel vehicle choice.
They sent all the people that they could prove were involved to prison. If you look it up, them people are in prison. They didn't get house arrest. They didn't get assignment. They're in jail.
Yeah, this might be bigger than that.
So the company won't exist as it is. The brand name might survive, but it ain't gonna be run by the same people. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the same thing as dying. If you had a place called Brandon's Hot Dogs and you run out of money and I come in with money and buy you out, but I keep the name the same, the company still died. I'm just keeping the name.
Right.
You see, the company ain't yours anymore. It doesn't exist. I'm just keeping the name as a brand. So if this gets big
crazy
enough, a lot of artists will have a lawsuit on this because they're like, you blocked my pay because you said I was using bots and I just proved you were.
So then who would actually buy Spotify no radio?
It ain't about buying it. The brand will get bought. The brand, not the actual company. The company may get sued out of existence.
BlackBerry,
Universal
BlackBerry,
Records would buy the company. That's who would buy the company. The record label, sir. Record labels could buy them.
So now they become a direct express line directly to consumer. Oh Lord!
So a very large artist could buy it as well. Somebody like Kanye could buy a Spotify. Say what?
So it would be like Vivo.
Come on, that movie streaming service nobody even watches.
No. Vivo, the music video thing.
It's already owned by a record label.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Look, Brandon. We're talking about basically something equivalent to like Tiregate or worse or Dieselgate, because the bigger things was like there were artists that were like, "Yo, I'm taking my streaming services off, and you tell me that I have to generate enough streams to get paid." But come to find out, you are gaming your own system just so you can get paid.
And Brandon,
so I don't even have a chance to fight against you because you are pushing your own stuff.
And Vivo, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of artists have Vivo videos on their private pages. You know why? Because the record label owns Vivo. Universal Music Group and Sony own Vivo.
Yeah.
So
I think even at some point YouTube owned it.
No, they have a bigger licensing agreement, which Vivo could actually put their they could easily put their own stuff on something else, but they choose on YouTube only.
Yeah.
For right now, anyway.
Yeah, Warner Music Group is a licensed partner, but it doesn't say anything about Netflix being any kind of partner or ownership.
Like Apple could do it if they paid the royalties for it, but they don't do it.
They don't want it.
But the thing is people do watch music videos.
Yeah.
And where do you go to go watch music videos? YouTube.
They're watching WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee WAP. They watching Not Like Us right now.
Right.
They not like us.
Edmund, did you hear about YouTube saying that they might require you to have a driver's license on record?
I'm not surprised. I mean, in the year of AI. Everything gonna be fake.
Well, technically, you're talking about for like uploaders or just even watchers?
No. It's just for YouTube TV because of the password sharing.
Oh, YouTube TV.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
But they've already got that locked down.
Because they already got
they locked that down. They locked that down a year after YouTube TV came out. Because
Yeah,
I
but they
gave like the
haven't
first
really
person I gave.
enforced it.
Oh no, it's enforced. It's
Yeah.
enforced because every single time I go home and I open up my YouTube TV away from my market, the first thing it goes, "Are you visiting here or are you moving?" So it
Mhm.
requires my GPS information for me to use it. If you live within like the same region I do, I can share it with 6 other people. So yeah, they're enforcing it. But hey, no radio. How would you feel
What's
about
happening?
newer technology in headphones?
What like what? If it don't make them sound better, I don't care.
Oh,
AI.
AI in headphones, man. AI
Not,
in headphones.
Oh man,
go ahead and
AI is gonna literally be on a picture frame.
reminds me of the movie I've been watching today. It's all about AI. The movie I watched today,
Oh Lord, what was this?
Atlas. It's on Netflix.
Oh
It's
my
about
God, I was
AI.
about to start watching that. Oh,
Yep,
oh.
watch it. You should definitely
Shush,
watch it.
shush, shush, my brother, shush.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell you
I
nothing
was.
about it. So,
Oh man, I had started it in the car because you know with it being Memorial Weekend, man, it started slowing down. I was like, I'm in the car, I might as well start.
Yep, I have
But
watched it. I watched it on the big screen on the projector. It was.
mm,
I won't even give a review. You go ahead and watch it, sir.
all
But
right, so
get back to these useless
headphones, AI headphones let wearer listen to a single person in a crowd just
I
by looking at them once.
don't care. I wear headphones to tone the crowd out, not to bring them in.
Oh Lord.
Sounds like
Look.
sounds like hearing aids would be better in this scenario.
That hey, see.
Which are I don't classify those as headphones. So,
But the thing, I mean, the hearing aids have always been like we got to be huge, right? You know, these are going to be kind of big at the start, but basically what they do is they use I guess lasers, and you have to look at the person that you want to listen to, and then it isolates that person's voice, and then you could actually turn away and look away from them, and it still locks in on them.
But you have to use it with glasses.
No. The
Okay.
technology.
How's it reading your eyes then from the side of your head?
It picks up your audio tone and it isolates it from everything else around it.
Once again, how does it know what you're looking at? Your eyes don't sound like what they see, sir.
So basically what they did, from what I understand about reading the
I bet
article.
you didn't read the whole thing.
Yes, I did.
You bad for not reading stuff
and
all the way.
And I watched a video about it. There's a video talking about it. See, right here.
Okay.
So they showed the demonstration of it.
Okay.
And basically like
play it for me.
Here, right here.
All these people got glasses on for some reason. I don't know why they all wearing glasses.
He got everybody got glasses, man. We're blind.
No, I got 20/20.
Noise cancellation headphones are really interesting piece of technology that has changed the landscape of headphones, hearing aids, and everything. So basically, they have the ability to clear out everything in the environment and artificially create an environment of like silence.
So noise canceling.
Yeah, that's not new. Let's get to the new stuff. Kenyon, you get too excited about old stuff. Keep it moving.
The next natural step we thought could be not only clear out everything, but also introduce whatever you want to hear.
Look once to hear.
So this is a headphone system. It's called Look Once to Hear. We have this off-the-shelf noise cancelling headphone. And we've attached 2 binaural microphones on the right and the left. We use this system to let people pick and choose the specific speakers that they want to listen to in a noisy environment.
I mean, them headphones look like they came out the trash can, sir, and they went to do some innovation on them.
They carved it with a box cutter.
It's not tracking your eyes, just like I thought.
That's what I said. It wasn't tracking
you
your
said
eyes.
You looked at it. That's not looking at. You mean turn your head in a direction.
You turn your head
in a direction, not a person. A direction. See how you made it sound better than it actually is.
You gotta look at the person.
No, you don't. You got the headphones technically on. With these headphones, I can close my eyes and just point in a direction. It'll still do it. It's the point I'm trying to make. It ain't using your eyes. To look is to look with your eyeballs. To turn your head in a direction ain't the same as looking. I can look all around with my eyes closed. I mean, I looked at nothing. It is not eye tracking.
That's true.
It is just looking at the direction your head turned, and then you're telling it, "Hey, everything from that direction, give me that only." That's all it is.
No,
This
no,
is not tracking your eyes.
This is saying whatever you lock in on, it picks from that
The
frequency.
headphone, whatever you lock the headphone in on, not your eyeballs in on.
Right.
Exactly my point.
So here we
noisy
go.
environment where there's not
Made it
just
sound
ambient
better than it
noise,
is.
but also a background speech, such as a person talking on a phone interfering. So with this system, you can press a button on the right while looking at me for a couple seconds, which would record a sample of my voice. From that point on, you'll only be
It's sound
able to
only.
hear my
See, it's tracking this distinctive sound, not what you're looking at physically. It's just the headphones themselves know where they were when they heard it. And then when you do turn your head, instead of it turning to the next thing, it just keeps making the microphone adjust to only pull that thing. That's it.
Right.
It's not a laser eyesight. You can't be in a crowd of
No.
20 people and only get the one guy and everybody else disappears. You made it sound like I could be in a room full of yelling people and I can be like, I want to hear what Brad is saying. And it's just going to give me Brad. No. It's gonna give me,
I don't know. I
it's
don't know.
not.
I mean, no. I'm
It's
just
not.
saying that
I've already read about it. I read that fast. I got ahead of the video because
you
my
freaking
point
speed
is,
reader.
this is not impressive, sir. This is not impressive.
I think this is because, like, you know,
You think
especially like for
everything
my
is, that's the
father.
problem.
No. I, like, look,
Yeah,
I
but
look
if
at
you
it.
really think
You
about
thought
it,
Chrome
look
was
at
more
this-
this
impressive.
technology is old.
Exactly. It's not
look at-
new. Brandon is actually right. This is not new tech, sir, at all.
I look at this from a point of view, like for my father, right? My father be recording, you know, church sermons, right? But he does it because he can't really hear that well. So if he has some headphones or something that can actually amplify the single person that he wants to focus on, aka the preacher, then he could be able to hear him
Your
out
daddy
throughout
gonna
the
be in
noise.
church with these big ugly headphones on.
Hey.
I feel
Right
bad
now
for
they're
your
big and
dad.
ugly, but
I
then
mean,
what
there's a
happens with
lot
it?
of
These
I
are
mean, there's
not
a
new.
lot of old people headphones on Amazon, sir.
These are not new tech, bro. This is actually not new. I promise you, this is not new. This was already being used in the recording industry to do speaker simulation. This exact same technology. This is old. This ain't new.
Mm.
Yep. I can show you that it's not new. It's already been used. This is like 10 years old tech.
Hey, look. Portability has always been the issue, man. Making it small, make things smaller. I'm not saying that it wasn't already in the industry. I'm not
How
saying
them
that. I'm
hearing
just
aid
saying
sales? How them hearing aid sales been going since they put them over the counter?
that I don't know.
I'll
That's a
give
good
you
question.
clue. They ain't going that great. Some stuff is just different, but not better. There lies the point I'm trying to make. Being different is not automatically better.
I mean,
After-
I'll tell
Hey,
you this.
keeping things the same seems to be the nostalgic
I didn't
realm
say
also.
that keeping things the same was the answer, but being different but not better doesn't matter. Let's be real. If you get a Toyota Camry or a Honda Accord, right? They're
Right.
gonna be different. Well, is one of them really drastically better?
No.
That's
No.
my point. They
Not
both probably
really.
gonna give you at least 250,000 miles. They're gonna, need some minor repairs, but it ain't gonna be like night and day. And that is the point. These are not this tech is not exciting enough, bro. I need to be able to sit in my basement, and when my wife called my name, I can tune into her voice from upstairs. When you give me that, and it's in the same size as my Beats earbuds, when you give me that,
the
I'm
white
with
voice
you.
comes through. Is that what you're saying?
I need the AI to be so intelligent that it can bounce my wife's voice waves off of all the walls down 2 flights of stairs to the basement and into my ears perfectly, just because it hear her go say my name. Now, if these could do that, I'd be jumping out of this seat, amazed.
Man, no radio. Nothing makes you go, yay.
Echolocation. I need echolocation for the wife's voice.
No, but I mean
that would be kind of bad.
It's
No
coming
radio.
late. It's coming later, and I could see Apple and Samsung doing something like that in the near future, or even
Look.
Bose.
But here's the thing: that the noise cancellation stuff that they use today, it drains the batteries, and the batteries aren't that big inside these headphones in the first place. So
I
don't know what they're gonna do.
So playing with motorcycle headsets has really opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Right.
One of the things that motorcycle headsets have is called long range Bluetooth, and I'm talking about Bluetooth that works for a mile.
Whoa.
Yes, it's a thing. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. If I'm in an office environment, I got like 50 people in the building. Why don't we have like AirPods and Beats that can act like walkie-talkies on demand already?
That's true.
Bluetooth headsets already do this. Why can't Josh, an accountant, hit a button to request me, and then I can directly link to his AirPods and talk to him real quick? That's the kind of stuff that would actually be useful. Or if I'm just working with a bunch of colleagues in the field and my other guy, he's down 3 light poles working, instead of us being on a phone call with bad cell reception, if we're in a bad location, why can our headsets directly talk to each other like walkie-talkies? It exists in motorcycle helmets already.
Wouldn't you have to be like, well, you don't have to be directly line of sight. You
No, it doesn't. The motorcycle ones work over a mile, Keon. Mile, buddy. There's ones that go a mile.
Wow.
Yeah, even the cheap ones do like 1,500 feet.
That's true.
So my point is, like, something like that, you could push that into an industrial environment, because instead of everybody having these gigantic walkie-talkies on them, hey, turn the wheel left. Like, why don't we have little earbuds that do all of these things? They link us for our phone calls and link us to each other in the walkie-talkie system, where I can do presets. Like, if I tap you 3 times, you call this guy. If I tap and hold, you call that guy. Or if I could even just say, and it will be direct link to what I'm getting at, especially in an environment where you have like bad cell signal. Stuff
well,
like that.
You talking about like what was it? Like
Direct
Nextel had.
But
Nextel did.
But Nextel,
but you know what?
Use cell towers. They only chose to use the actual direction connect.
No. One of the things that the Nextel did was, especially where you was in groups, everybody would get like the chirp. So it wouldn't matter like if it was like that now. If everybody was on the same, let's say that we all decided group number whatever was going to be
exactly.
We all in that same group.
Yeah.
So now if I chime in, everybody hears it.
That's my point. That's the concept they can be adding to these regular earphones and things for in-ear. That's stuff that would be actually useful in the real world. This is not useful. Who's really going to go sit at the Starbucks and both people are going to put these on their freaking head? So then they're going to say, hey, listen to him. He's right there because it's kind of noisy in here. I can probably hear you if I'm sitting at the table across from you, dog. I'm just being real. I have yet to be in a restaurant and not heard the person sitting in front of me. It's never happened.
Well, here's
this scenario, this video is hilarious to me.
Well, I look at it from this standpoint, because I do take out my earbuds when I'm starting to talk to people. When I realize I'm going to be talking a lot longer than, like, maybe answering a question real quick or something. So I do take my earbuds out, but a lot of times I take it out because that surrounding sound is louder, and these earbuds will amplify what is around me instead of me targeting what, like, I could barely make out what the person's saying.
I get that, right? But if they tell you in order to get this, is that earbuds that you've already paying, say, $250 for the high end, now they're $500. Is it good enough?
Not for $500.
Why not do like a peak feature where if you roll up and the cashier also has on a pair of earbuds, why not have a peak feature that it can say, oh, this retailer wants to speak to you, and you can just tap your bud. Now you can hear her clear as day because she has a pair on too. Versus let me mic the room specially. See what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, no radio.
You can still be direct connecting to people right in front of you. Is my point I'm trying to make. If it works
within range of them, yes.
It'll give you the option to go ahead and link. That's what I'm saying.
So it'll be like nearby share, but for Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, well, nearby.
And it doesn't use cell data to do it.
No, exactly.
I
work in
see
a non-cellular environment. That's my point. That like literally when you get done on here, go look up some of the motorcycle helmets. They literally have systems that can do 16 comms direct to each other with no phones.
Damn.
And they're built into the little headset that goes in the helmet like I have. The one I have in the helmet now, I can link 8 people.
Wow.
And it says the range is like 1,400 feet, and I'm on a cheap one.
Now here's the thing: they all have to be the same brand, right? Or
exactly.
You have different brands.
This would be something that would, Apple's gonna probably play hard. Apple's gonna be jerk about it and only link their stuff because they already do it. You know how like now if you want to share, say you want to share like sound from your iPhone, you got to have Beats or AirPods to do it. They'll work with non-Apple owned stuff.
You
So-
bastards.
But like right now, my daughter has AirPods and I can share my media with her live in real time.
I mean, they do something similar with like was
Bluetooth
it pass
speaker?
through share on Android?
Yeah, but it's way more convoluted. They ain't fixed that right yet. That's the other side. Android ain't doing no better. They ain't making it much better. The pass through's convoluted. But
Yeah,
even now,
it's
think about
a
it.
little
Seen
weird.
Linus do it. When Linus did that house where he put like 100 Bluetooth speakers in the freaking house because he could,
Yeah.
all them were linking via Bluetooth to the same device.
Ooh,
So why don't we already have communication like that as well?
that's true.
Why do I have to rely on traditional phone calling or the video call? Why can't I just link to your buds real quick to talk to you? Quick.
I mean, if that's what what we're all end up going to be doing is put the headphones in our ears, so it does make sense. I
Yeah.
mean, especially in the motorcycle environment, like it's a whole lot quicker for me to contact everybody or everybody in my group together than it is for me to stop the bike or be unsafe and operate the phone with one hand.
Because the alternative is everybody you call, and I think even Verizon only lets you get like 5 people on a freaking. You only get like 5 people on a freaking dang it, I can't like a
group chat.
I'm talking about like a live phone call. We do it at work all the time, and once we get to like person 5, you can't put no more people.
Ooh,
And
it would have to be the only way it would work would be like a continuous meet, where everybody's already in the meet all together.
Yeah, but once again, once the network goes down, that doesn't work.
That's true.
So, and especially
you need something that's not network dependent.
Exactly.
Something that's not network dependent.
So the tech already exists. We just needed to come down to Bluetooth headsets. That's my point. It already exists. They're already doing it. We haven't seen it yet, and so I just want to know.
Emmett, so what's up with the price hike?
I'm gonna get to that in a moment, sir. You're not gonna rush me this time, Brandon. Hold on. I got one more story before I get to that, and it's more nostalgia. I know no radio saw this already. We're going back to it again. No radio. Nokia is coming back again.
No kidding.
Oh man,
They need to jump off a building and slit their throat on the way down.
Nokia is rebooting the 3210.
This is what happens when you can't make no new
don't
product.
even want that phone, sir.
Bro, this is just like these Hollywood. They keep remaking the same old movies because they ain't got no ideas. No kid needs to quit.
Hey! This candy bar phone with the bees knees, man.
Yeah,
Emmett, that looks like a little mermaid phone, sir.
I hope the manufacturing plant that's putting these together burns to the ground and nobody gets hurt. And then they have to and then they run out of money, so they have to rebuild the factory using these bricks as bricks.
Oh God! It's the border. The border is of the blood of the people that came back up with it again.
They're gonna have to actually use the brick phones as bricks to build the new building.
Wow,
that's recycling. That's good for the environment.
Wow. Hey, look, they still got the game Snake on it. Snake is
How do
still
you
on
put
them, man.
UC on that phone?
Huh?
I said, how do you put UC on that phone?
You can. USB-C to charge it. So it'll have Bluetooth.
UC, ultra capacity, sir.
Oh, no. I thought he said Bluetooth. My bad.
No.
Hey, you're not getting. What are you gonna watch? You're not watching on Netflix on this thing.
So then, what's the point of the phone then?
Nostalgia. Apparently a lot of TikTokers are trying to go back to the older phones.
Yeah, they're trying to go back to everything old, and then they come back and say, "Oh, we can't do it anymore."
Yeah.
Hey, look, I mean, TikTok.
They're the same people that say that they miss a sidekick.
Hey, look, they came out a decent sidekick. I think it would sell.
Keon, this is like when the artist knows their career over and they put out the greatest hits album.
Oh no! Is Nokia dying? Is Nokia really dying? Oh, so we're getting Bluetooth, 4G connectivity, USB-C charging, a 2-megapixel camera on a 2.4-inch screen.
First of all, sir, dying is not the word. They are already The Walking Dead, and they like.
Oh man, it's nostalgia, man. It's all about the nostalgia.
No one cares. No, like really, nobody cares, bro.
Edmund, it's not even a collectible, sir. It's
This
literally a
I'm just saying.
BlackBerry.
This would be like Ford bringing back the Ford Probe.
Oh Lord. Hey, look, if they start pushing numbers. Look, at 70. What was the price? Let me see. At 74.99 euros, which that probably is like $80 American. You know, $80. I can see a whole bunch of these being sold.
You know who this phone would be perfect for, Edmund?
Who?
Dave.
Oh. Say, don't call that man. He gonna pop out. He gonna pop out on us. But hey,
No,
I
it
can see.
might lie.
You know what? I can see this being sold to like people on like consumer cellular.
It's too hard for them.
No, it's not. This
Keon,
is
even they
simple
don't
and
want
easy.
that
They're not
damn
text messages.
phone. They
They
got
want a flip
smartphones now.
phone.
They gonna look the consumer cellular people. They'll love this phone. I just want something simple.
They literally have Android smartphones for $30 at Dollar General, Brick Homie. With like 5-inch screens for $30, bro. $80 is not a deal for this piece of junk.
Shout out to Tony Montana, this piece of junk.
Edmund, but like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That phone looks very hard to use compared to what we use nowadays, and it's not even a touch screen.
Hey, you navigate with the navigation button right there, man.
I tell you what, if they make this phone $15.99, they might sell 100,000.
I can see that. I see that.
A quarter of it.
They bring in, you gotta bring those candy bar phones back.
No, we don't.
Dang, no radio.
We ain't gotta do a thing but stay black and die.
Wow, no radio. Wow.
The only people that I see buying this phone is literally very strict parents that
drug
want their
dealers
kids
trying to make a quick drop.
well, them too. But I'm seeing like very strict parents that don't want their kids to have a smartphone.
Maybe, or I mean, you could just throw this into their bag and they'll never realize it's there.
Yeah, we gave my daughter when she was in trouble. We gave her a freaking flip phone. Do you know?
I remember you saying that.
She was so embarrassed about that phone that she legit never took it out of her bag at school.
Wow.
She made it disappear, son. She did not want to be caught with that flip phone, bro.
She said, "I would rather tell everybody I left my phone at home before I show you what I got right now."
Yup.
Look, she got
where's your phone at? Oh, I
one of
forgot
her
it.
friends loaned her a phone, and we caught her with it too.
Wow.
That's how bad it is these days, bro. You take these kids' phones, their friends are going to the drawer and find an old one, let them borrow. Girl, it works on Wi-Fi. You can still use Snapchat and talk to us, girl. Yeah, until we catch you, and we caught him too.
Hey, your own home network was snitch on her at that point.
I didn't pay attention to a new
device.
Hey, that's the thing is, that's what's crazy. My network does give me alerts anytime a new device connects, and I didn't even pay attention because I see it so much, I don't even think about it. But it didn't matter. She still got busted. We still caught her with it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: as soon as she lost that phone, all of a sudden it was so easy to get her out of her room. It was like, you never come out your room. Oh, you ain't got a phone, so you got to come out your room, right? And then, like, and after a while, it was like, why is she going back to her room so much? Pop that door open, and she jumped trying to hide something under the cover. One of her friends and gave her a damn iPhone. I think it was like an iPhone 10.
Wow,
X.
The X.
And then her mom was like, okay, you think you slick. Well, whoever's phone this is, you tell their parents they got to come get it.
But you know what? I think that
I don't want her to get in trouble with her mom. Well, she shouldn't have gave it to you.
But you know what? Hey, what is it? A lot not my family or not anybody else families I've ever been to where they try to take all your phones away to have a conversation around the table.
Oh no.
It'd be like you're gonna pry people's cold dead hands.
You couldn't do it at my house. My mom and them wouldn't want to give theirs up.
You see some of these movies today, they're like, "Oh, put your phone inside the basket,"
Okay.
and I'd be like, "What basket?"
There are people that will turn down $1 million not to give their phone up for 5 minutes.
Man.
And
All
really
right,
have a
Brandon.
panic attack the moment they lose their phone. Oh,
Okay.
man. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to make some adjustments.
No,
So
you good.
racket I was making.
Oh, is it still raining hard?
It's calmed down quite a bit. But I'm in
All
there.
right, Brandon. So the big problem we had this week, which I mean I don't see it being a big problem because I'll go into elaboration about it. Is T-Mobile has decided to not only kick the hornet's nest, but spray it with gasoline and set that motherfucker on fire.
Dang, Keon, strong words from a.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, this is how people think they feel. They feel the same exact way they felt when Netflix said no more password sharing.
What happened? What happened? The people paid.
People paid their money, and I think that this is going to be the same thing. So let's get the rundown real quick for those who are not caught up but might be trying to get informed. T-Mobile has raised pricing. First off, I was wrong. I've already apologized to everybody involved. I called Sneed, Carlos,
Get a round of applause
Tyrone.
For that admission of being wrong. Can we get a round of applause?
Hey, I'm a big man, literally. Plus, metaphorically speaking and physically. So I can admit my faults. I can. I was wrong. I didn't think that they were going to raise pricing like this. I thought they were going to raise pricing like kind of like new services, new perks, whatever. You want the 5G light bulb to go off, here, pay us $5 more. I thought they were going to do stuff like that, right? But I didn't think they were going to do. Go ahead, Brandon.
The thing is, admin, is that people, they know that how do I say it? They're not gonna upsell 5G because they know people wouldn't actually pay for it.
I think they will.
No, they wouldn't. It's like,
Yo, what is that? What was that? No, radio, are you drilling holes in your wall, sir?
That's what she said.
Look, Brandon, here's the thing. I think that people who were past tense, people who were on T-Mobile and Sprint before they merged, had an expectation level that was of I'm on a low tier network, but I can get MVNO pricing. Now that T-Mobile is good God. That's loud. Hold on. No, wait, what is that?
Those are the people clapping for you, man. They clapping for you.
No, man, that sounds like a whole bunch of people, smacking. Never mind. I'm not gonna go down that road. But anyway, but here's the problem. Old T-Mobile, which Brandon loves to tell me they're not, old T-Mobile operated more like a cell carrier that was an MVNO.
no,
Okay?
it didn't.
Yes, it did.
It operated as a it operated as a budget carrier.
No, MVNO, because MVNOs are more budget friendly than Mint Mobile, $15 a line, $15 a month.
But Edmund, no. Because the when I say budget is because they gave you truly unlimited data and they gave you perks and it's postpaid.
The MVNOs didn't do that, so that doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it kind of like a hybrid of, right? Like you take the best of and you match them together, right? You are a cell carrier that has physical hardware in the field, but you're trying to get as many customers as you can by hook or by crook, right?
Oh, you mean what Cricket did first?
Yeah, yes.
No.
Yes. Exactly what Cricket did. I mean, here's the thing. You built your network on T-Mobile built their network on the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator of customers. The people who did not qualify for a line from Verizon or AT&T. You see what I'm saying? Or they wanted to have service, but AT&T and Verizon were too expensive. That's who they grabbed, right? And that's how they built their network. They built it from the lowest common denominator. Now they became a bigger company, and No Radio is going to understand this. As a child, I once thought as a child. Now that I'm a man, I must do adult things. And apparently they had to go ahead and do the adult thing and raise pricing.
They even raised pricing on Metro PCS a month ago.
No,
about
didn't
3
they?
weeks ago.
I thought they changed the plans.
Well, they changed the plan.
No, Radio, your
Is
clapping
that
machine is
the
broken.
Jefferson reunion?
The clap machine is broken.
No, but they created new plans, and I think the most expensive plan is $75. Yeah, it's $75.
But guess what? You can walk in there and get a plan without having to give anything like personal identification. You could just get it. When you go into like these stores, they're like, oh, we got to run a credit check. We got to see who you are. We want to X, Y's, and Z's. You can walk into Metro and be like, yo, give me a plan. They're like, all right, cool. Here you go. Have a nice day.
But Edmund, one of the things that blows my mind is that they are going to charge you a $40 activation fee.
No Radio.
So like,
Can make it clap. No Radio, you ain't right, sir. But no,
they're gonna charge you. For example, if a family of four came from AT&T or Verizon, or Lord knows where they came from, and there was 4 lines they had to activate, they literally have to pay $200.
Yes, but guess what? If you are a person, let's say, that are not trying to be seen, or you don't want nobody to know that phone number or whatever, you pay the $40 and nobody knows who you are. There's value in that too.
No. I'm talking about the postpaid side.
But the thing, like I said, the prepaid side is where I think majority of the customers are going to end up going to anyway.
Not necessarily.
Look at it from this standpoint.
Because Tyrone said the same thing a long time ago when he started saying, "Oh, the carriers are going to raise pricing and stuff like that. They're going to automatically go to prepaid because prepaid at the time was getting cheaper and cheaper."
Well, here's the thing.
And
that would have been perfectly fine if T-Mobile didn't directly raise pricing.
Well,
and they let these legacy people stay on.
Well, this is technically already happening, Brandon, with the Verizon customers all jumping ship and going to MVNOs.
Right.
They're already T-Mobile is probably going to have something similar happen as these prices keep raising. You may see a mass exodus to people going to prepaid because of it.
Right. And you know what? And you know what? On that note, good riddance to bad rubbish. Bye. Leave.
No, but like I was telling Carlos and them the other day, I think one of the main reasons why T-Mobile bought Mint Mobile was because they wanted people to pay either annually or quarterly to get like a set pricing.
Or really, they want to control prepaid pricing so they can keep people in the trap, basically. Because if you own the MVNOs and yourself, then you can make the MVNO pricing so close in proximity that there's no reason to jump ship.
Well, or you look at it from this, and this could be the nefarious side. They knew they were going to raise pricing, go after Mint Mobile, because as soon as they raise pricing, guess where people are going to run to? Who you going to run to?
Evan, I'm going to
They're going to all jump
right now.
They're going to all jump on Mint, and they still on T-Mobile. Remember what all the people that on Verizon said? Hey, they going over the cable. Oh, they still paying Verizon. Well, guess what? They're going to jump over to Mint, and they still paying T-Mobile. There you go.
Yeah. History has proven this. That's very plausible.
And that's what's going to happen. They bought Mint Mobile before they end up getting all those customers from them getting ready to raise pricing. That's very, very slick.
I mean, I'm gonna go on record on something.
What's that?
Visible will raise pricing within 6 months.
Visible?
I agree.
Yes.
Oh,
They
with
will
this,
be
with
like, we're providing unlimited hotspot. You get a free watch access and all that crap.
but the thing is I don't know, man. I don't see that I don't see that being viable. Not when you got T-Mobile literally getting ready to reclaim all their customers back again.
I mean, even Verizon ain't giving away free watch lines.
No,
Yeah,
they're
they
not doing
literally
that.
raise prices on them.
But I just see like the nefarious side of it now. Like as I've had enough time to process it. So remember a couple months ago they had that scare where everybody was like, "Oh man, am I on that plan? Am I on the right plan?" They were talking about plan migrations
They
and different
would have
plans. We're gonna no
literally shot themselves in the head if they
no
would
no
have really pursued.
that was to check to see how much of a sting it was going to be. That's what it was. It was, like people like me and Sneed and Carlos and everybody else was like doing articles about it, and they wanted to see exactly how much it was going to hurt. You can always say, "Hey, look, we were just testing stuff," and that's what they said. They were like, "Oh, we were working on a test. It was nothing serious. Don't worry." And then they kind of pulled away from it and they went quiet. Well, they got enough data from that to find out exactly how bad it was going to be. So they checked the system before they pulled this number. And no radio. Guess what? I still ain't got a text message on raising my pricing yet.
So apparently, it's so sad to say, but a lot of people, they said that a lot of people aren't going to get the text messages. And the worst part of it all, that price tag takes effect in 2 weeks.
Yes, you want to know why? Check this out. You want to know what I suspect is happening is when I became a T-Mobile customer, I didn't request anything. I didn't try to get deals. Look, I just wanted service. Give me your service. I'm gonna go about my business. I don't call T-Mobile every 45 days and trying to get whatever, and people going, "Oh, I deserve this and I deserve that." And you know how you had the the secret thing that
You're saying you think they only attack freeline people?
No, not so much as freeline people. I think they attack people who they got those like the insider deals, the people who kept getting like insider deals or something special on their account. They went after them.
Well,
And probably and them
we
and the
need
Sprint
to see.
customer.
We need to see. We need to see your bill.
Edmund,
If they never get Keon, then we got to figure out what's different about him. If they never get
Hey, look,
him.
I pay for all 5 lines on Magenta Max, all 5.
No, but Edmund,
I don't have a single free line.
everybody.
I don't have a single free line on my account.
They're
No,
going after.
no, they're not. Look, even here you go. There's another article that even said, like, yo, if you haven't got a text message yet, more than likely you're not getting one. I haven't received one yet.
That don't mean your bill ain't gonna go up though. That's why I said we got to see the bill.
Yeah, we do have to see the bill.
We got to see the bill.
But the thing is they
so until then, let's not speculate.
That's true.
You love speculating, man. Be speculative. I'm gonna change your name to. Your name's about to be Community Mobile Speculation. You keep this up, sir.
Hey man, I want to know what's gonna happen in the future. Look, I'm gonna be wrong about a lot of stuff. I was wrong about the price hike.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you like this though, man. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to go 100% MVNO, no matter what. Yeah, I'm getting to that point. Yeah, I'm coming down to the line, brother.
But you know what? I mean, the thing is depending on what service that you decide to go with, I don't think you can go too wrong. Maybe Cricket might not be the best if you are in the city though.
What I'm getting at is like, I could probably once because okay, my oldest girl, she about to start working. Guess who's gonna be paying her cell phone bill? Her. I can kick her off mine and put her on some crappy plan, and then only me and my wife get what we want.
Right.
I might stick like I remember I told you this before. I may put all of them on MVNO, and I'm the only one on the premium.
That's true.
Because
I see you doing that.
I have a situation where I can get them unlimited data lines for $15 a piece. But
I'm surprised you haven't already done it.
Yeah, well, not yet, but I'm right there. I can do it. So
I believe
so what I'm getting at is once my Verizon discount runs out, unless they give me another discount, most likely I've got 3 of my lines going to be leaving Verizon immediately.
Ooh,
Edmund, I'm gonna say something. I
what's up?
think in the next coming months, T-Mobile is going to start advertising for the home internet 2-year price lock
2-year
because
price
they don't.
lock?
Yes,
Oh, I don't know. I mean, here's the
and
thing.
the and the reason why I say that is because they know they will raise prices,
Well,
and
they
and
look
they don't
raising
want to
pricing.
and they don't want to say what it's going to be.
But
Because
here's the thing.
like people like SpeedTech only paid $25 for it,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
which
I
is
don't
dirt
necessarily
cheap and
think
nice.
I don't necessarily think that T-Mobile raising pricing is like the end all be all. As long as they're still seen as valued under their competitor, that's the mantra they got to constantly hold. But
I mean,
understand,
they're almost.
it was inevitable they were going to have to do something. I just didn't know what I just didn't think they were going to take the direct approach.
I mean,
They
we
went
all
in there,
knew this
smacked
day was
everybody in the
gonna
face, and was
come.
like, "I challenge you to a duel."
No, but we all knew this day would actually come.
I did not. I didn't think it was going to be this direct. That was always my argument. Was I think that raising pricing through like plan changing and perks and different things and whatnot, like going from magenta to 5G, go 5G plus or whatever. Like, yeah, I got perks, but yeah, my bill went up too. You see what I'm saying? I
But the
paying $80.
perks aren't even the same anymore because now the perks, they basically put you on the basicest Netflix plan that gives you ads.
Yeah, I mean, I pay for the what's the 4K.
Yeah,
Well,
technically,
yeah,
it's still cheaper with T-Mobile than it is without T-Mobile. So I mean,
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
yeah,
even if you're paying something. So
So I
yeah.
mean,
But
like,
you're only saving what, like $7 or $6 if you get the 4K plan.
what is it? How much is it now?
I know,
$15.99?
I know when it
The
first
4K one
happened,
is 23.
I used to pay. I know when it first came out, I used to pay $4.99 extra for the 4 screen with 4K, and then it
Yeah,
went to like 7 something. I don't know what it is now. It's probably like 10.
it's probably about 10. I don't know what it is anymore. I just know that I paid through my cell phone bill. That's the only thing I know.
So
I'd be like, I don't even look at it. I don't even look at that bill like that.
So the basic plan is $7.99 or $6.99, and then the middle plan is 49, and then the last plan is $23.
Yeah, but that's
And
not. But we gotta know how
but the
much it is on
23,
T-Mobile. It ain't that much on T-Mobile. That's
yeah,
the
on
point.
T-Mobile it's not that much
That's the point.
You know,
So
because
even if you
I think
leave
they're still.
T-Mobile
I
and
think
you go
they're.
to Verizon, you go to Verizon, then you end up paying full price for Netflix. So it doesn't really matter plus
That's
tax,
true.
and you got to pay taxes on top of that. Verizon.
But yo, I did a video when T-Mobile was proposed to end up doing a price hike, and I said that I don't think it really matters. I think that you gotta build the network, and the whole idea is to get more customers on your network. And the old Sprint customer was Sprint as they were leaving the building was giving away free lines like left and right. They was like, "Yo, take do you want a computer? Here, take this computer. We're getting ready to just leave behind." And those people on your network also, they're eating up resources. So I just think that me
well, I
personally,
mean, one thing that T-Mobile and Sprint had in common was free and affordable.
yes, but you can still be affordable. You just don't need to be. Even T-Mobile has stopped doing free lines per se. Like
Yeah,
it's not
they've
direct.
stopped.
It's not that you don't get a direct free line anymore. I think like you got to do 3 lines before you get your first one free.
Yeah, now they do.
Yeah, but before they were like, "Oh, yo, come in the door." We were like,
It's
I had somebody hop in my car. They were like, "Yo, it's buy one get one."
$16, Keon,
Oh,
for the Netflix Premium under T-Mobile. 16.
yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah.
So it's what if it's like $10 cheaper,
Yes.
basically close to
So
10.
they're gonna get a deal because they've been riding with them for a while now. But hey, look, I'm just saying, Brandon. I think that and I still hold true to my original statement. I think that anybody who's complaining right now, they're probably not going to be complaining long. They're going to get the price hike. They're going to look at their bill. They're going to go, oh, I'm going to go over here. And they're going to be like, you can only get 480p streaming. Ooh, no. Oh, no. I'm too bougie for that.
No, I agree with you. Like, eventually it just becomes old news and people adopt to it. And I mean, at the end of the day, people will always have iPhones, Androids, and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily think prepaid is gonna end up going crazy and all that. I think all the carriers will
Well, look, you know what?
I mean, I
listen.
could see T-Mobile slowing down growth, but I mean, at the end of the day, they don't care because they're still gonna get paid.
No, because all those proposed people that's going to be crying bloody murder are going to end up going to Metro. They're going to
Yeah,
end up
but
going to
even then,
Metro. They're
Metro
not
has
going to. They're not going to AT&T and Verizon. If you're complaining about a $2 price bump, you're not going to Verizon, AT&T.
Yeah, because you're gonna get a $9 one going over.
No, but Edmund, even then, like the people that are probably most of the people, I mean, I would say maybe a good 20 to 30% don't pay their bill on time.
No, then guess what? That means that's even worse. They can only go to Metro. Here you go.
Metro doesn't give you an extension because you pay.
They're gonna just cut you off.
Neither does
That's
Verizon.
Here you go. So
at least it ain't that long of an extension.
Customers seem upset over T-Mobile plan rate increase, right? Now they pull snippets from people here. So James, he got the text, raised my line by $2. Not sure if it's on his Magenta Max or his digit line, but he's gonna cancel probably the digit line. The doctor, he says that everybody wants a piece of the inflation pie. Where was this one where the guy's like, God, they lost goodwill with me? So K84, you know that he's cheap. This person's cheap. T-Mobile shot themselves in the foot. Do you think this person, if you read this whole thing, do you think this person is literally going to go over the Verizon, AT&T? Like, you mad they went up $5?
Edmund, the only people that are mad right now are the ones that have their free lines and the people that stand in the middle of the malls.
Probably, but I don't have any free lines, so that's why I think that they're targeting people who, like, they cry. What have you done for me lately? And then they go, here's an insider discount that you can use on your bill, which is why everybody don't get the discount.
Like
that, you see what I'm saying?
This one guy says he's considering going to Google Fi because apparently he likes the T-Mobile network.
Oh my God.
There it is.
But the Google Fi sucks. So, like, what is he gaining?
Hey.
If he goes for the unlimited plus plan, it'll be $65. And he only gets 6 months of YouTube. And how do they treat the data on that thing?
It's probably
slower after 50 gigs.
Yes.
My question is, what plan is he even on? That's another thing. This article doesn't tell you what plan he's
on.
No,
they don't. And the only one that comes close is this guy.
It says Simple Choice. So he says he's on Simple Choice. So if he's on Simple Choice, then Google Fi might be good for him.
That's true.
The guy that's below there. Yeah, Simple Choice. Maybe Google Fi is comparable to Simple Choice.
Yeah, but I mean, true. But here's the thing:
old plan.
That is a very old plan.
So he probably doesn't care about person way. He probably should have been left. Just my point I'm trying to make.
This $5 are paid off.
What I'm saying is, this guy probably already wasn't a ideal customer to begin with, because there's better plans and MVNOs than the Simple Choice used to be.
That's true.
Depending, for price or whatever. Because that's what I'm saying. Some of these people should have already been gone. Now they're so interested in leaving.
I'm mad. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Honestly, a lot of them are probably customers T-Mobile don't even want. Damn, that sounds mean to say, but there's probably they don't even want.
Truth. It is the God's honest truth.
Like, they don't even care about those customers' money. So, like he just said, they don't want your 125. No, because they're probably giving you something that they can't make money on. They can't even make money on you to begin with.
That's why as the week was going on, I'm sitting in the room with everybody and I'm like, I haven't got the text yet. "Oh, you'll get it soon," and I'm like, "I don't think I'm going to get it." And then like you see this article, and then people like breaking down like, "Oh well, I think it comes back around to people who were dry bagging for perks, like." Hey, I'm about to leave. You better give me something for my service being here. And then they, they secretly all the reps have secret codes they can give to give you like $20 off, $10 off, $5 off, depending on how irate the customer is, right? Well, now they're like, yo, we're just reaping we're reaping what we sow. We're taking those back.
Where's my next question? Are any of the simple choice plans even unlimited? Without
I
you
don't
paying
think
extra?
so. I don't know.
So simple choice back then used to have
It says
two or three,
it's like
6,
2
and then
gigs.
10 gigabytes,
Yeah,
and
but
then they had unlimited.
Yeah, but you paid extra for all of those, so they all cost way more than Google Fi. Even simple choice before this was way more than Google Fi. And
So
the
if
Google Fi has
anything,
50 gigs. It has 50 gigs before DeepIO. So they should have already been on Google Fi. This dude's an idiot. One line of simple choice was $50. And if you go to unlimited, it's another $45. So it was already $95.
No radio. There's another way of raising your bottom line. Get rid of all people who had bad play.
And the only benefit you got from simple choice that you didn't get from the other ones is you got to roll over some of your priority data.
No, right, Edmund. My girlfriend has the 10 gigabyte simple choice plan.
All right, so that one is $50 plus $30. So even that plan is what, $80? She'd have been better off in Magenta. She'd have been better off in Magenta.
That's true.
No, but the thing is, a radio is that plan gives you unlimited streaming and music streaming, so it doesn't count against your data.
I understand that.
They stopped doing that a long time ago.
But I'm gonna tell you something, Brandon. You ain't using 50 gigs to stream YouTube. It ain't happening. You ain't doing it. So it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. You're getting a perk that doesn't matter in today's world.
Yeah, and then the whole net, net neutral is thrown out the door. So they started offering that 5 years ago.
So what I'm getting at is the people that are interviewing in this article are like these simple choice customers. They should have been gone before this, and now this is the nail. This is how I know something's not real about this, or these people are that out of touch with the new plans.
Yeah,
they're out of touch with the plans, like
I
in
agree.
a bad way. Yeah, they're way out of touch.
Keep in mind that Verizon, let's see, early this year now, AT&T, T-Mobile.
Yeah,
other carriers done it. Other follow. 36-month device payments, tiered service plans, streaming services with different plans. Now price adjustments.
Yeah, if you
welcome to the real world.
Yeah, if you don't care about deprioritization, you could go to Spectrum Mobile if you have them in your area. You're talking about $119 a month for 4 lines with unlimited data. 4 lines, $119.
So if anything, this
US Mobile $140.
If anything, hey, no radio. This is perfect timing to go ahead and let's say that T-Mobile does end up getting the US Cellular customer. Now you don't have to do another round of a whole bunch of cheaper people on your service. They automatically going to be coming over to you anyway before you even acquire them.
Yeah, you're better at Boost Mobile with 4 lines as well.
That's true.
I don't think they'll inquire US Cellular.
Who?
T-Mobile.
Oh, it's almost a foregone conclusion. Verizon needs to be part of the deal for it to actually be able to be viable. If they can get Verizon on, it's going to happen. And the last thing that Verizon will want is T-Mobile to have a chunk of their network in California, because that's what US Cellular has. US Cellular has a chunk of Verizon's network in California, and they get paid from Verizon every month, I think, for it. So if T-Mobile gets US Cellular, they get that chunk also in California.
Wait, what part of California? Because I know US
I think it's LA. I think it's LA.
No, US Cellular is only in Northern California.
Well, whatever chunk they have is Verizon has been literally openly like, we want that chunk back.
It's probably
US Cellular is like, nah, we good.
It's probably all rural.
Yeah,
Probably.
they're all.
Well, technically, hey, well, Brandon, they got U.S. Cellular stores in the. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I got the map open. Yeah, it's all Northern Cali. It's like
Yeah, it's only northern.
north of San Francisco. It's all rural, basically.
Yeah, it's like Readings, Chico, and all that.
Clear Lake, Lakeport, like all basically all. This is where their stores are. They have stores all over Northern Cali, so they probably fill their gaps in between as well. So basically, yeah, you could say Verizon probably gained a big rural footprint with that. And so would T-Mobile.
That's true. But you know what? I read an article where they were saying that they don't want the towers.
They want maybe
they want the spectrum and the customers. Yeah. They don't want the towers.
They Verizon probably already has it covered, but they're probably low on spectrum, because what you'll notice is anywhere where like the other three carriers are big, US Cellular literally will have zero spectrum to their name in those areas.
Yeah.
They don't buy spectrum and not deploy. They literally only deploy what they buy. So if you look in my market, you'll see that they literally own zero airwaves. And guess what? It's 100% roaming for them here. That Northern Cali area, they probably have a bunch of Band 2 and other things that Verizon probably wants. Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, I don't think T-Mobile's gonna buy US Cellular in California.
Why not?
And the reason why I say that is because California's gonna be like, you promised us.
They don't have no control over that.
Oh, you saying
they wouldn't have control over that?
Yeah, if they buy the parent company is theirs. I mean, all they can do is fight over the.
No, but I'm saying,
so. Here's my question: is this,
about reaching?
How far are they from reaching that goal? Do we actually have real numbers?
No, there's nothing definitive yet.
Because we need numbers before you can make these assumptions. We need the numbers.
That's true.
They said 300 average, didn't they?
Yeah, but there's no 300 average over there.
I don't know that.
I don't know it either.
I can assume it, but I don't know it.
Well, I mean
I was there a few months back.
Well, did you when you were driving around? Did you
the word? Remember, Brandon, the average doesn't mean every spot.
Right.
It means all the highs and lows put together.
No, but didn't they say 90% of the states?
I don't think it was physical. It was population.
It had to be population, because 90% of the state, you're in the woods.
Nobody can
forest
do that.
land. All that forest land that was burned, you had to put a cell site out there too. No.
Because I know leaving Fresno to Yosemite, after like maybe about 20 minutes north of east of Fresno, there's no coverage anymore.
Well, it all depends. Matter of fact, this what is it? The satellite deal might end up giving them that coverage. And then here's the thing, that will count to the coverage.
Would probably be something
that will count to the coverage, and guess what? It will bring the average up, because nothing to something gives you a boost.
Let's see what county.
Having the zero, like when you have zeros on your average and it goes up to 2, guess what? It brings your overall average up also.
Let's see what kind. I'm trying to look up the spectrum assets over there real quick.
What, in California?
Mendocino. I'm looking at where US Cellular has stores over there, and I'm trying to tie it into Spectrum Omega. So Mendocino County, here we go. Oh shoot! So US Cellular in Mendocino County has a total of 110.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
170 plus 700 megahertz. So we're looking at like 800 and something megahertz of total spectrum, with 700 of that being millimeter wave. US Cellular they have 600 megahertz there. They have 700 megahertz there. They have
Northern California.
They have band AWS G Block. They have a piece of that.
Yeah, so it would be like Chico and all that area, Red Bluff, Redding.
All right, so this is their 600.
Verizon probably wants all that. They probably want all that AWS.
Probably.
Yeah.
Here's AWS.
Hell, they might even divide it up. Verizon takes the AWS and T-Mobile takes the 600.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to end up happening. Oh, that's the whole block right there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's T-Mobile's. Oh no, it's shared. It's good God, it's shared.
Now you got it. Now you got to look at it differently. It's how you're looking at it. That's why you got all the confusion.
Oh, good God.
It's better to pick the county and then just pick the carrier, so you can only see US Cellular.
The one that would probably really know
We don't need
RF
the
waves.
We need to see the just US Cellular stuff in those counties. Yeah, operator, just do an operator, and then do like Mendocino County. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, you got to hit county and depth, not operator county.
Oh,
yeah, I think. Yep, there you go. You pick the state, then you pick a county, and then it'll show you everybody's assets basically at once. So you're trying to pick a band at the damn time. It's doing too much. Yeah, just pick the state, be California, and then pick the county, Mendocino, and it'll lay out all of them for you. Mendocino.
wow.
Damn, is your computer froze, homie?
No, I'm moving it. I'm trying to.
I don't see no mouse on the screen.
No, I'm moving it. Hold on.
The stream must be frozen then.
Mendocino.
There you go. So now, so you can see everybody's. So you can see the mid band holdings is only 10, high band is 100, low band is 66 for US Cellular.
Okay.
So we look, Verizon is low on low band out there.
Yeah, low band. They got 66 megahertz of that.
They got more than Verizon of low band.
Yeah. Mid band 10.
They got more than AT&T as well.
They got 100 of high.
Basically, they got more low band.
They
got more low band than everybody in that area. You see that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got more low band than everybody. That's why they're valuable out there. Coverage, man, and especially in rural coverage. Yeah, more low band. And that's upstream and downstream combined, but still. So they got 3 blocks.
Yo, if T-Mobile gets US Cellular, that completes that whole block right here.
Yeah, that'll give them.
That gives them the E, F, and G.
Yep.
Oh, and B of the next. Oh no, that's the 700.
Yeah.
That gives them makes their 700 megahertz a little bit better. But that's only in that one county though.
Only 5x5 of that, but the 600 is pretty big. So 15.
God. That would close the gap for them, and there go Dish.
Yeah, that little slither. Yeah, that little slither. The little 5 megahertz.
Just shoot. Pow, pow, pow. What you do with that little gun? Get a real one. But yeah,
you see it's up and down chunks for those B, C, D. So it's 5x5 plus 5x5 plus 5x5. It's 15 megahertz. So they have 15 by 15 basically.
But if they acquire this, they're gonna hit that spectrum screen hard.
30 by 30.
they might have to give some to Dish,
which would probably be fine.
But they're gonna make them buy it.
Yeah, of course,
they're gonna make them buy it,
and they ain't got no money, so it don't matter. Yeah,
we have to sell it. Oh, sure, go ahead, buy it. Dish, can you jump, sir? Can you jump?
T-Mobile with that little measly 12. Maybe T-Mobile can trade that 12 over to Verizon. Say, hey, you take all the band 12. Let us get the 600. Maybe that's what should happen. Maybe they should buy it and chop it up, chop shop the spectrum.
That's true.
Yeah, it's chop shop.
I think so. Hold on. So this is the
800 holdings.
800 holdings,
which pretty much don't have no value.
But Verizon will probably want to get this chunk here.
Not really.
I mean, they already have it there.
You got 20 by 20. Look at it.
Oh, dang.
That's 2 chunks of 10 for up and 2 chunks of 10 for down. Verizon don't need it. That's 20. And RF told me that a long time ago. He said they got like 20 megahertz. They got a lot more 800 than people think in places. That's 20 by 20 of low band.
And they don't use it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they don't use it.
Not all of it. No, they don't use it all because they had but that's the point. They got a lot more of that band than you would ever think in a lot of places.
All right, so this is the AWS side.
Yep.
So Dish is in it.
Yeah, Verizon USO only got 5x5.
Yeah, they got this little piece right here.
Mm-hmm.
in the AWS 1 and 3, and then PCS. Oh, we got AT&T.
Yeah, they got plenty.
T-Mobile barely has anything in that.
I already told you. Anywhere where T-Mobile don't have a lot of PCS, they suck.
Yeah, and then AT&T is just bulldog in it.
And it's the same thing for Verizon. Anywhere Verizon have a lot of band 2, they suck. Like my market, they don't have a lot of band 2. They suck. You go out to Wilmington, it's a totally different network. Why? They got instead of having 5x5, Verizon got like 15x15.
Oh, they got that PCSG block. So
G block. That's a Sprint.
Yeah.
That's being gifted to the satellite.
Yeah, all that's given to the satellite.
Yeah, no one cares. 5.
Hey, they just did a what was it? They just did a test video call off of it just recently, from an iPhone.
Let's see what Dish got here. That's 5x5 plus 5x5 plus 5x5. They got a decent amount of H and 4. It's a decent amount,
right? This is where the N41 is jumping in at.
Yeah, this is where we get into the woods. You're gonna be here a week.
Oh God, it's broken. Look how broken it is.
Yeah, that broken spectrum is a nightmare, bro.
That is torn to pieces. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Hey, boy, I don't know how T-Mobile's gonna do it.
Damn,
but you know what?
You gotta realize they're already leasing most of this, the white spots anyway.
Yeah,
they're already leasing it. So even though it's white, it's still technically T-Mobile.
Yeah, it's probably T-Mobile.
They're leasing most of that that you see there. They got some kind of agreement in place already.
Wow.
So even though it's fragmented on here, it ain't actually fragmented on the broadcast.
No, it's not.
It is in some places, but it ain't like this is a nationwide picture of fragmentation. It's not.
Wow, but that looks bad though.
There we go. We get to the
3.45. 3.45.
That is valuable. That is valuable.
This might end up going to Verizon. No, AT&T if they were in it.
AT&T
needs it, and Dish would need this.
Yep. We know Dish can't afford it, so AT&T would get that.
But AT&T's not even part of the talking of this
that's
right there.
10, 20, 30. That's 40 megahertz of that mid-band, bro.
They need it. Oh, God, they need
it. That would give them 80 of DLD. Yeah. In that market. That's where the value comes in right there. Like I said, they might be better off just, tell you the truth, the carriers might as well just let US Cellular drown. And then once it drowns, swoop in and buy up the spectrum, auction it off. That might be what actually happens, Keon. It's just a big auction. Yeah. Might be what happens, bro.
But then you know what? But here's the thing. The U.S. government is not going to want the customers to suffer.
That's irrelevant. They're going to already suffer. They're on a network that's literally going to just turn off. What you going to do? What you gonna do? You know, I was wondering.
The CBRS pals. Let's see. Who has it?
Dish and some small private company who's probably leasing it out to Verizon.
Probably. 3.7.
Because like what Verizon said, Verizon will use unlicensed, but they also use licensed.
Yeah.
Act like they don't. We're not gonna act like
so. Here goes C-band.
Yeah,
and look who has C-band at the bottom. US Cellular.
Got
so
that too.
AT&T is gonna want to get that too.
So US Cellular has. So according to this thing in those counties, that's just like they calling it high band because they separate that from millimeter wave. So this is high band, right?
High band. Yes.
So just high band, US Cellular is sitting on 40, 50, 70 megahertz.
I thought I just saw it. It was 100 megahertz.
Only 40, and that's only 30 more right there. The other one was 40. This must be something else they had that we missed. Scroll back.
Hold on.
Because that first chunk we saw was only 40 megahertz of the DoD.
The DoD and then the C-band.
Yeah, well, I know that. That's the C-band was only 30 megahertz. That's 70. So we missed something.
Oh.
There's more. Wait a minute. You'd missed something. Go back. Go back, sir. That's millimeter wave you in now, dog. You went way too far.
No, this is
that's 10. This is 30. That's millimeter wave as well.
No, I don't think this is millimeter
Yes,
wave.
that's millimeter wave. Yes, that's millimeter wave, sir. Look at the numbers. Yeah, it's 25,000. That's millimeter wave.
Oh,
all right.
I
So right here, slow
down.
Slow down, bro. All right, stop.
Right there.
So look, US Cellular 10, 20, 30. Oh,
right.
whoa, no, that's 20, 40, 60.
They're in 20. They're in 20 hertz, 20 megahertz jump.
So that's 60, right? Okay, yeah, we'll correct it. It is 100. So hell, they got 100 megahertz of what we call mid band. Here they call it high band. They got 100 megahertz. That's valuable, dog.
Yeah.
And who is it most valuable to?
AT&T.
Yeah, it's most valuable to AT&T. Man, AT&T
is more. I don't see Verizon wanting it because it wouldn't be continuous.
So what it seems like to me is what's going to happen is that AT&T and T-Mobile are going to have to split US Cellular up. That's the only logical answer.
That's all. Yeah.
Is they buy in, T-Mobile pays less, takes the 600 that AT&T doesn't want because T-Mobile really only probably wants the 600.
Yeah.
And then AT&T probably.
I mean, here's the thing: they can just have T-Mobile buy US Cellular, so the customers don't suffer, and then force them to auction off.
Then they sell the band, the other band too. Basically, we buy with an agreement to sell the other bands to AT&T.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're going to end up doing. Is like, yo, you can't have that. You're not going to be able to keep all that spectrum. So get rid of you gotta devalue, divest yourself.
So what this shows me? So just look, wait. Go back again to Verizon. What are their holdings? They're light too.
Are they light?
20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. They only got 100.
Oh,
Verizon would want the rest of that too.
That's true.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, they're gonna want more than 100. But you know what? It's those unpopulated counties. There ain't no people up there. That's probably why Verizon might have went light over there. There's no population. They only got 100 up there.
And that's why T-Mobile was able to get away with 190 nationwide, where only Verizon was only doing like maybe 160. The average goes down as they got into non-populated areas.
Yeah. Verizon might still want it in the long run, though, as home internet takes off in rural.
That's true.
So I'm gonna say Verizon might actually want to fight AT&T for that spectrum.
You might want to get that chunk, boy.
So I think Verizon has the most to gain from the US Cellular purchase, sir.
Which I mean that means that AT&T wasn't even talked about. Verizon was. It was a possible, investment of Verizon in it because T-Mobile only wanted to spend like $2 billion.
Yeah, Verizon may be the better buyer for US Cellular, and then they sell T-Mobile to 600 because they don't.
True.
The reason why I say this, Verizon already has the gear up for those bands, but they don't for 600. Why would they even want to go back and do that?
But then here's the thing: Verizon will get the customers if it's just Verizon acquiring it, and the government's not going to let them do that.
I don't think the government cares.
I don't know.
US Cellular isn't big enough to matter. They're too small. Some of the MVNOs Verizon bought have more customers than US Cellular, bro.
But it would look at it from this standpoint. It would make more sense. Well, I would think it makes more sense for a T-Mobile being like quote unquote the second on paper, third in real life carrier grabbing US Cellular than the number one carrier grabbing US Cellular.
I still see it possible because, well, once again, it goes back to the cost. That spectrum is not valuable to T-Mobile. Only the 600. It ain't worth spending $2 billion to only use the 600. Is the point I'm trying to make. Now T-Mobile has to go back into a thing where they got to wait for somebody to come by with other bands that they can't really deploy without putting up new antennas. Doesn't make sense. I'm just saying it makes more sense for the person who actually needs those bands to buy it than T-Mobile.
True.
And then sell the bands they don't want.
But I really do think that if anything, the government's going to want those customers to be somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't think when we get to the company, but when we get down to the bottom of the barrel, I don't think the government's going to have a choice because those customers are going to be getting kicked off no matter what. That's the point I'm trying to make to you. That's what I'm saying. It ain't going to matter.
There's not going to be any private entity. There's not going to be any private entity that's going to jump in there and be like, all right, cool, we're going to buy these customers up. And
Exactly.
they're definitely not gonna pay $1 billion for them.
Worst case, the government will tell Verizon you can't raise their plans for so many years, and we already know U.S. Cellular plans are high. They're not even cheaper than Verizon, so I don't think Verizon have a problem with that.
That's
I don't
true.
think Verizon cares. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't think the pricing isn't going to be an issue because U.S. Cellular is already overpriced. I've seen their plans; they suck.
Yeah, they do suck.
So I don't. Verizon probably laugh like, "Yo, our rate plans are better than theirs, Gov." Yeah, we ain't gonna raise prices.
I'm trying to see what the $2 billion that T-Mobile wants to spend. I mean, they don't get this. They don't get DoD. They're not gonna get C-band.
DoD. You didn't see the damn thing we just looked at?
No,
there's DoD in there. 3.45 is DoD.
Yeah,
US Cellular had it. They had that in there. That's my point.
Yes.
So all the carriers, I'm saying all the carriers go in and buy it and divvy it up.
That's true.
T-Mobile will be getting the least valuable spectrum out of the deal, which will be the 600.
Here, I want to see. Let me pull up
3.45 Verizon, take the C-band, and everybody has a good day.
Let me pull up the my neck of the woods. Let me pull up my neck of the woods. So this is Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah.
Let me go back up to the top.
Put your county in.
Let's see.
You gotta change the state.
North Kakalaki. That's South Carolina.
South Carolina.
North Carolina. There we go. Craven County is where I'm from.
Oh, there's rain again.
All right, here we go.
Look how much different this looks.
Yeah.
We're still sitting at 100 megahertz high band.
T-Mobile has 190. Is that 100? 191.
Yep. T-Mobile is short on low band.
Yep. And
no. Well, not short. They still have more than everybody but US Cellular. You see? Once again, we're in the same boat again. The only value to T-Mobile is the low band. Verizon and AT&T would value the so-called high band. It's the same exact story. Yeah.
All right. So let's look at the Spectrum's chart.
They got way more 700 over here.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, just basically double, but and Verizon only has the upper. AT&T has less.
AT&T would want that 700.
Yeah, they have less 700. Yeah, AT&T will want the 700 for band 12. Oh, did I see T-Mobile not having any band 12?
Yeah, none.
Yeah, they have no band 12 over there, which they don't really need it. It sucks anyway.
They don't. I don't think they're gonna plan on using it either.
Yeah, so
not as much as they would like. So
the US Cellular
800.
You see how much less 800 Verizon has here?
Yeah.
It's 10. What is that? 5. Is that 10 by 10? It's still a lot. Actually, no, they still have a lot, kind of. Those channels are weird. Look at it. 835 to 844.
I don't understand that.
That's basically 10. But then look at the next one. It's only 846 to 848, 2 megahertz. They got like
that 800 megahertz
and a half
channel set is weird, man. Because like that look right here. That 800 side right here, I bet it does a lot of overlap.
Yeah. Well, either way, Verizon's actually short on that, and they would want US Cellular's actually.
Right.
So Verizon's looking like a candidate again.
Mm-hmm. At Verizon, it looked like they're going to have to be part of the deal for what to happen.
Yeah, they're going to have to be part of the deal for it to make sense. Already deployed.
Verizon, AWS.
Verizon has 2 different chunks of AWS equaling 10 by 10 for Verizon on AWS.
Okay.
10 by 10 for T-Mobile.
US Cellular got a small baby sliver.
Now here's where it gets into the PCS. This is what make or break network for me. And Verizon has.
They're smack dab in the middle.
That's 5 by 5 plus 5 by 5 plus 10 by 10. Verizon got a lot of PCS over there. See, Verizon probably does good over in that market, bro. They got like 15 megahertz. 15 by 15.
They must be having a poor coverage though.
Cell
site poor coverage.
But I'm not referring to signal issues. I'm talking about performance. You could be right next
know
to a
what?
tower here, and if you don't have band 2, that network sucks before you got before UW came in. But I went out your way, and Verizon was day and night difference without UW. It was band 2. That
Right.
band 2 is magic, bro.
So that go that PCSG block.
Yeah.
Dish, AWS-H, AWS-4.
5x5 plus 5 plus 10 by 10. So that's 10. So 20. Yeah, they got quite a bit of AWS. They're doing good on AWS, actually. You get 200 megs through that.
All right, and this is where the nightmare happens right here.
Ain't no point in looking at this.
That's the nightmare.
You can't decipher it no way. You wanted to. We know it's 191. That's it.
It's 191.
Yep, that's it. That's all that matters. And then here goes the money shot. Right here. Once again,
3.4.
DLD. 3.4. That's 10.
Boom.
That's 10, 20, 30, 40 megahertz of DLD.
That's
So
that would be AT&T.
The
AT&T or Dish, but Dish is not going to be able to.
Dish can't afford it, so they don't even matter. So AT&T, that's what I'm saying. This company is better off being broken up for auction, bro. And that might be what ends up happening.
If they don't close on it, that's probably what's going to end up happening. And all those customers are going to just run away.
That or T-Mobile does buy it, then they sit on the spectrum talk about, hey, when y'all want to let us know, AT&T, Verizon. That's almost why Verizon almost can't let T-Mobile buy it, because then they're gonna have to pay T-Mobile for the spectrum when they end up needing it.
Yeah, and they got the same issue here.
Yep, that's 20, 40,
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140.
They got more here, but so they got 140. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, better than wouldn't it be nice to go ahead and get this last?
AT&T needs it more. They only got 20, 40, 60, they only got 80. That would give them 100, 110. They give them 120. AT&T
could you see a weird deal where AT&T grabs this, but they have to divest some back to Verizon. Verizon pays for
I doubt it.
The rest of it down, so they can have a continuous.
I'm betting whoever buys it keeps it, and it is continuous. Look at it. It's 40 to 3840 to 3860. It's already contiguous, bro. Look, 3920, then right off until USA. It starts at 3920. It's already contiguous for them. They don't need to break it up with Verizon for it to be contiguous. It's already contiguous.
Oh,
look at the numbers.
Well, no, because this is 3920.
Okay, look at the end. Look at the end of AT&T's 3920. It's already contiguous.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's already there.
Yeah, it's already contiguous.
Yeah, it's already contiguous. So that's good. So AT&T will be the natural person to buy it. They combine it with their DoD and they smoke.
This is what.
Millimeter wave? Yeah, it's called millimeter wave. Yeah, I'm thinking this gets chop shopping, bro. Hell, US Cellular might be they might be better just selling it themselves. Like, really think about it, bro. You tell me,
a yard sale.
Look, you kill AT&T. Like, look, bro, we'll give you our 60 megahertz of C-band nationwide. $2 billion. That's cheaper than AT&T paid for what they bought already.
That's true.
See, that's what I'm saying. US Cellular might do better just auctioning off in pieces. They probably could look, if they would have just auctioned it off to the other carriers, they probably come out with $20 billion. But if they sell the whole company, they only got to get $2 billion.
Yeah, $2 billion.
The towers,
$3 billion at most.
The towers is maybe only worth anything to T-Mobile. The rural towers, that's the only thing maybe even worth anything to anybody else. The spectrum is worth more than the towers.
This area, it might happen in this lowland area right here, like where the Potomac River is. Pamlico, sorry.
What's that, the Potomac?
Sorry.
Like,
Pamlico River. Yeah, so the Pamlico River, I know this river. Like, all this is lowlands, right? So I went to go with my cousin over here, and nobody worked except AT&T, and it barely worked.
Yeah.
So all this lowland here wasn't even covered yet. So I think US Cellular had coverage here.
That's what I'm saying. So their tower grid is outdated stuff. A lot of these, like we already know, there's already Verizon and T-Mobile overbuilding them in a lot of these places. So The grid ain't worth much. The spectrum is. Their mid-band spectrum is probably worth more if they were to auction it off. The problem is they're still operating a network on this crap.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and they need to go ahead and come up with a deal to move the customers off to somebody else and then auction the spectrum off independently. And that's probably how they can get the most bang for their buck. And they can turn around with their parent company and dump that money into more fiber builds.
That's true.
If they would have just auctioned the spectrum, they could probably pull $20 billion out. Real talk. Because I see just a C-band and DoD being worth at least $10 billion.
That's true. I mean, the chunks that they have, where they have it at.
But you know what? I might be thinking about it wrong because it's not nationwide.
No, it's not nationwide, and like you said, USA only bought in the area that they would operate in.
But it's probably still worth more than $2 billion. It's just raw spectrum. It's probably still worth maybe, let's say, $7 billion of raw mid-band. They ain't even counting the low band. The low band might be worth, I don't know, $900 million.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And they got a whole lot of that.
Yeah, they got like 80, 90 megahertz of low band.
They're the only ones that's out doing T-Mobile when it comes to low band.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to see what it looked like nationwide. Hold on. Operator. Low band.
You have to zoom out to see what you have to zoom way out.
Just this area here. That's all I'm just trying to look at.
Yeah, you got to find out what blocks.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
That's them. That's the 700 lower.
See, there's even holes in that.
Yeah, and then let's see what the 3.4 look like. Oh,
whole area. Yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of North Carolina and Virginia.
That's a nice chunk of North Carolina, Virginia.
Yeah. That's a lot of rural home internet. That's all I'm saying.
That's West Virginia too.
A lot of rural home internet.
Do you want T-Mobile to grab this? Do y'all really want that to happen?
They're not going to have to deploy antennas for it. They don't want to do that. They already got C-band they didn't deploy.
Wake up, Verizon. Wake up. Wake your butt up.
I'm waiting on that to happen. I'm waiting on the day when T-Mobile goes, "Hello, Verizon, you need some more? Yeah, we'll lease this C-band to you." Then we ain't gonna Yeah. It may happen in some places where Verizon needs extra bandwidth. It may happen eventually.
That's true. I mean, this is the section that they're going to be working with.
Yeah.
All this area here. Wisconsin.
Yeah, those are probably places where you could do a lot of home internet customers on that extra additional
all of Iowa
capacity. Yeah.
Nebraska.
All of Nebraska.
Oh yeah, Omaha, right? Smack dab right there. Except they don't have something in Lincoln.
The state's about to get some DoD.
Yeah.
The Omaha State.
Omaha State, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
More tender with the penetration from the 3.45 waves.
And then that Northern California section.
Yeah, I believe this is going to end up getting chopped.
Poor customers.
Even if T-Mobile were to buy it, they're going to end up sitting on that spectrum for a long time. They were to buy the whole thing. That's why I say I don't know.
But they will be forced to sell, though.
This is the scenario. Well, we need new brains at the FCC, man, because a new brain person would already be working in this already. Be like, hey, check this out. We know USO is going down. We need to go ahead and come up with a plan today for these customers and a plan today for this spectrum. Check this out. We want you to get this, you to get this, you to get this. Figure out the details and pay US Cellular.
That's true.
But no, you know what they're going to do? We're going to end up still talking about this unused spectrum 10 years from now because they're going to be not being proactive.
Look, the company's going to be long dead. The tower's going to be rotten. And they're going to be like, yo, that spectrum still ain't being touched.
Or worse, you're gonna get a private equity company roll up in there and buy all,
Oh,
buy
even
it,
worse.
buy it,
Oh,
and
yes.
then sit on the spectrum and then let it run up in value as the networks get congested, and then they'll pop back out of the woods like, "Oh, y'all congested now? We give you extra bands for 50 billion."
50 band, 100 bands, baby, right here, baby. Let's go.
Problem is,
but that means that that means that it would be better if you can hold. You can hold a carrier to account where they have to sell it versus a private equity company that can just sit on it and no ties.
Yeah, but then they would say that that's like a communistic thing, Private equity wants equal play in the game, and so they'll do the same thing Dish did, buy it and sit on it for 10 years.
Oh,
and then
hey, look, you can either you buy the company now, right out. Which understand they went a long time. They were saying that they were for sale for like 6 months. So if we're just now after 6 months, then we coming back around to T-Mobile, supposedly getting it. I mean, private equity don't want to pay the price for it.
Not
because
yet.
that means that which means that you have to buy the customers too. And I bet that's what's tied into it. It's the customers. Nobody wants to buy the customers. They want the spectrum, but they don't want the customers.
Well, if you remember, if you go back and look at like the Altel acquisition, for example, a part of that deal when Verizon bought Altel is that they had to sell AT&T the certain number of the customers.
Mm-hmm.
They gave AT&T like 275,000 customers in like one state.
Right.
Part of those deals. So it's not unheard of to have a sale of the customers involved in the deal. So private equity can roll up and say, okay, yeah, we want the spectrum. We don't want the customers. What do we got to do? And the government says, hey, you need to sell these customers to AT&T over here.
So are we evaluating US Cellular customers at $1 billion because
no,
a little less than $1 billion?
Not even worth it. Nope.
Damn.
No. They only got 4 million customers, bro.
They got chunks. They got chunks of the United States, though. That's the whole crazy thing.
Tiny chunks because
they got meaning. Look, if you already have something, that is a meaningful chunk.
What is the population of just Northern California, big dog? They don't even have a freckle on the nipple of the titty in the subscribers in Northern California. Okay, that's nothing.
Of a nipple. No, radio. That's so wrong.
The freckle on a nipple on a titty.
Oh,
like was it white on rice and a glass of milk on a paper plate in a snowstorm? They. 4 million customers is nothing. I think Spectrum Mobile has more. That's 39 million people in just the state of California, sir. They got USA has 4 million nationwide customers. There's more people in New York, bro. There's more people in New York City than US Cellular has as customers.
Probably more people in New York. One of the boroughs.
There's 10 million mugs in New York City, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You telling me Brooklyn couldn't fill up US Cellular right now?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, dog, their customers ain't that valuable. Their customers probably worth at the most 700 million or less.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
because customers are cheap nowadays. That's the point I'm trying to make. Customers are cheap.
But I'm just telling you, man. I feel that let the company just die and everybody picking over the carcasses is worse for the United States to let it happen than to just let a carrier grab it all and then force them to give up some assets. It's a whole lot better for them to do that.
How much did Mint Mobile sell for?
Was like 1.5 billion.
And they had 4 million customers. But they didn't have the overhead of a network.
That's true.
So when we deduct network overhead from 1.34, because they had the same amount of customers as US Cellular. When you deduct network overhead, what is the customers? Because remember, you're buying towers and everything with US Cellular.
Yeah, but his thing.
But you don't.
But you're not doesn't want to buy the towers.
But you're not. What I'm saying, a company who's going to have to sell off the customers ain't getting towers out of the deal. They're only getting the customers.
Right.
And they're not buying, probably not buying the operations. They're not buying the corporate offices. They're not getting any of that stuff. They're not keeping none of the company vehicles. Nothing.
Nope.
So I mean, we're talking about I mean, like I
That
said,
that lonely tower that was in the woods on was it
yeah,
Undercover Boss? They
I
don't
st-
want
I-
that
they
thing.
don't want it. I stand by it. The customers are probably worth less than $900 million.
I would say somewhere between 500 and 700 million.
Yeah, so if the total company gets sold for $2 billion, the customers is probably only like 900 million of that. The rest of it is going to be whatever assets they've acquired over this time. Towers, obviously the spectrum, company vehicles. Think about it too. You got to realize when you buy them, they have existing lease agreements that ain't completed. I mean, there's a lot.
No,
A
you
lot
don't
of
want that.
all that is devaluing, not adding to the value.
Nope.
That's the reason why. Like
Man,
I got a
they
feeling.
might try to throw it in for free. They be like, hey, you get those seat covers for free. Thank you for doing your business with me.
They're like, here's some refrigerator magnets that we was giving away to you. Now you got 1 million refrigerator magnets. Buy one company, get 1 million refrigerator magnets.
Hey, look, I don't know, but hey, even if US Cellular built their own towers and then lease them, then the land alone would be valuable, wouldn't it?
If they own the land.
If they own the land, because I mean, US Cellular was known for it, but we don't know. But they never grew outside of it.
Here's the problem, though: the land ain't worth that much neither, because there's a big freaking tower sitting on it.
But
unless you need the tower, the new owner got to get the tower off and clean it off. It ain't worth nothing.
Wait, hold on. It's a whole lot better than a whole bunch of bad leases.
Bro, think about it. Most of these towers don't even have an acre of land. An acre of land is on average only worth $25,000 to $30,000, Keon. They don't even have an acre. They be having like a half an acre, quarter of an acre in rural places where land is cheap for like 12 grand.
That's true.
Who gonna pay you for land with a big freaking tower sitting on it when there's land right next to it with no tower? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. The land ain't worth that much. It ain't. Land. My brother-in-law just told me that he found an acre of land the other day for $21,000. Because he's talking about building a brand new house from scratch. $21,000 for an acre. Now, all I'm saying is that tower is useless.
Shame.
It's only worthy to a person that has a telecom company, and if T-Mobile and AT&T, Verizon have a co-locate down the street, they don't care about that tower. Yeah, man. Maybe Dish could maybe care.
No.
If they expand more, but even for them, it's probably better to freaking co-locate the other site that already has upgraded fiber and everything running to it.
And you don't have to run assets to it or try to upgrade the assets at it.
And it's one of them fast 3G USA sites. It's got a T1 line running to it.
Oh, that fast 3G, man. Apparently it wasn't fast enough. US Cellular, if you just made it a little bit faster, sir, you got up to 4G, you would have been all right.
This goes back to they should have sold earlier, but the one thing I'll give them that they did smart is they bought that mid-band spectrum. That was smart of them. That right there gave them their value. Without that, they don't have a value.
Oh no, they would be nothing.
Yeah, they don't even have a value without those bands, that C-band and the DoD. They don't have value. So, but we'll see what happens, bro. I got a feeling that a year from now we're gonna still be having this conversation.
I don't know, man. I mean, 6 months ago, it was up in the air, but now that there's reports saying that T-Mobile and Verizon possible,
either Verizon buys it or it sits for another 5 years. That's what my deduction is, because it's worth more than Verizon.
But US Cellular wouldn't even make it another 5 months.
Well, it ain't about making it. I said sit. Sit means there's being nothing done. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say the company be in business 5 years, sir. I said just assets will sit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
US Cellular can go out of business. That doesn't mean somebody has to buy them. You don't have to buy anything, sir.
That's true.
The government ain't gonna force a carrier to buy US Cellular.
But hey, look, I just say I would think that they want the customer to be taken care of. Like, that's how I would look at it. I mean,
but once again, that's gonna happen automatically.
Yeah, a natural progression if you just left it alone.
No one has to buy them in order for the customer to be taken care of. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, okay.
Those customers will leave on their own because the company's out of business. If there's a McDonald's on your street and they ain't making no profit, the government don't go, oh Lord, somebody got to buy the McDonald's so you can get the cheeseburgers. No, the McDonald's is closing. You got to go across town to get a cheeseburger.
But that's that's different. If you had a subscriber base of people buying cheeseburgers,
are these people in contracts? Are these people are they owe money? Hey, part of you going out of business, you gotta resolve them of their debt. That is taking care of the customer. Absolve them of their debt. You're filing bankruptcy. You can assume all that debt in your bankruptcy. Bam, customer's taken care of.
That's true.
You don't have to keep towers operational because somebody uses the service. That's not how the law works, Keon.
No. I was thinking more along the lines of the customer side.
The customers don't matter from the legality standpoint. You don't have to keep a business open because people have service with you. You tell them you're closing and they stop paying you. Very simple. You act like they're gonna still be paying and not have service. That's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna stop paying and also not have service from them and to get it somewhere else.
That's true. Oh man,
I could have told you 15 years ago that U.S. Cellular was gonna go out of business. I didn't.
Oh no, it was already. The writing was on the wall. Like especially after the merger, after the Sprint T-Mobile merger. Dog, it was what I saw after that merger. It was over. They were dead.
What is the point? They were dead before that.
But hey,
U.S. Cellular was dying in 2009, Keon. They were dying already, sir. It got nothing to do with none of these mergers. They were dying regardless.
Hey, look,
if even if the merger doesn't happen, guess what? U.S. Cellular still dies. That's the point I'm trying to make to you.
They would have held on a lot longer though, because a broken Sprint and a broken T-Mobile.
They wouldn't. You know why? You know they wouldn't, because Verizon was still going to probably end up covering their area, and their prices aren't better.
That's true.
What I'm saying, if their prices were somehow better, that would be different. But they weren't. Their prices suck. Their prices are terrible.
Hey, look, you remember that stretch of what was it called? Because Snead covered it, where T-Mobile was ending like roaming agreements with U.S. Cellular. Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, that's crazy." I'm like, "Oh, I don't think that's crazy."
They were covering that stuff. That's the thing. They were covering it.
Like, I don't think that's crazy. And when I was hearing that U.S. Cellular was losing those joint roaming agreements, I was like, "Oh, that's bad," because that means that they don't need you anymore.
Yep.
They saw themselves like, we're good.
I'll tell customers used to roam on U.S. Cellular a whole lot. That ended a long time ago.
See?
So I said they were going to die no matter what. You got to realize, Kia, U.S. Cellular was operating their whole network on like 5x5 forever.
I believe it.
They didn't start buying no Spectrum till like freaking 2019 or something. They were going to die no matter what they did. I remember because
they were pulling it. They were going like, "Hey, we're going to be Spectrum hoarders now. Let's go."
I knew they would trash whenever my homeboy he was from Sanford area, where they actually had U.S. Cellular stores, and he got a line or whatever. And we're talking about 3G. We're talking about 3G days. And I was like, "Oh, word, U.S. Cellular, never heard of that." And then he pulls the phone out. He does a speed test, and homeboy was getting like 1 meg.
Oh God!
And I pulled mine out, and I was getting like 15. And I was like, I don't know what company that is, but they suck. You know why he was getting 15?
Why?
Because he was roaming. He was roaming on the legacy Altel.
Dang.
Legacy Altel early Verizon stuff. He was roaming, and they would deprioritize the absolute crap out of him. Well,
hey, look, this is an ongoing process, so we're going to be watching this slow motion massacre as it unvelops. I'll try to keep people updated what's going on. No radio, sir. I want to say thank you. I was going to do a self-driving car one, but we talked a lot tonight.
We don't need no self-driving car.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, you need a hope.
Hey,
you need a hope.
My job is on the line here. We talking.
I know. That's why you need to stop upping it so much. You about to be working at the post office too.
I'm excited about technology, but I also see the demise of what I do. So
I see your future is a job at the post office.
I do too. Oh Lord, don't revive me.
You know why? You know why I said that.
Because the radio, understand though, that's just gonna mean that my wife was right the whole time, and I could not let that happen.
Hey,
I cannot let that
you
happen,
need
sir.
to watch the movie Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh Lord,
Because he ended up at the post office too.
I could not let my wife be right. You cannot do that. You can never let it. You could never live it down.
Sometimes the estrogen producer has to be right. You like I did that too.
Nay, I say nay.
Not the
nay.
The estrogen producer.
Oh no, radio. Understand something? I will fall on my sword before that happens.
You no. Once this stops too, I want to holler at you.
All right. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. The memberships are live. I don't have any members yet. Trying to get some. If you like to talk about tech, nerdy about certain things, you get a chance to openly be a nerd. Nothing, no bounds attached. Unapologetic nerdism. Feel free to come over to my membership page. Into the Discord where you can nerd out, put some articles up, and then we can end up probably talking about it, record it, and or go live about it also. So all opinions are welcome. That's what I'm working on right now. And No Radio, thank you for stopping by, sir. With all the rain, with the rain, with all the sleepy rain sounds that you had in the background,
and all the excessive hating that I have to do.
Oh yes. But thank you for stopping by, man. And everybody, thank y'all for stopping by. Also, y'all have a good evening. Do 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 do.